Yeah, he's surely won.
He should have won. It's Coma Cup. It's called Coma for a reason. Okay, I'm paused at 10. I just need to quickly
Oh boy.
redo the scoreboard.
Oh yeah, same. I've seen the I've seen the sieves on this one. Interesting stuff.
Yes, especially from one side.
Yeah.
What's Jay cooking here?
Jay's cooking. I'm paused at 10 as well. You ready to go?
Yep, needs it.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, guys, welcome. We are here in the grand final of the tournament. Yeah, single elimination best of 16 bracket has built up to this moment where we have the top 2 players left in this best of 7, James Corden and Lara Croft. And we're going to kick off the series on Chaos Pit with James Corden in the blue trunks as Malay and Lara Croft in orange as Teutons. Now, the Malay pick here is surely the one to spend some time thinking about here. What is the plan with this, Mr. Paradox?
It is a good question, but even like most recently on KOTD Arabia, we did see Malay get played a lot more, even like on land maps. So maybe Jay's thinking along the lines that if they can like have all the extra bells and have extra eco, that they can make something work from it.
They do get the infantry armor upgrade for free, which will give them a nice little bonus in a spearman on spearman fight, which can happen a lot in Chaos Pit. They also have the faster aging up, which could be very nice. Well, will help to do something dramatic early on in Feudal Age. Like if you want to drop a tower, you can do that very early. I guess the thing is, what comes after that is the struggle, because that obviously is a very fragile position. If you go up really early, drop at 1 tower, that's your stone gone, and you've not had the chance to mine any more stone to make another one. So, maybe we're going to see that sort of thing, but it might be a very fragile thing here. But I think James has obviously got something in mind, very much like we saw with the Spanish Regicide Fortress pick. I think that was game 1 as well. This is a pre-cooked game 1 strat from James Corden.
Yeah, it is an interesting one. I'm not 100% sure what they're going to go for. Like, the transition time does make things a little bit awkward. Like, you need to make sure you're going to be going on to stone if you want to go for towers. You need to get your bells across the map, so you want to hit your timing right. I kind of feel like houses coming down here. I feel like it's going to be a bit more of a defensive play. But then the question is, what are we going to get into a little bit later? And look at that mill from Jamesy Boy. Oof.
I know. Well, look at the mill from Lara as well. Actually, Lara trading off quite a lot of HP on this villager who was chopping some wood. Obviously, it hadn't got loom, so Lara fancied her chances, but was a bit of a poor decision, I think, because now the scout is low HP. James is going to be locked onto that one, and it's chasing across the map. And yeah, we'll see this mill, which has been placed very, very exposed by Lara, which says to me she is not worried about forward pressure coming down, because she is going to be the one who knocks and be the one who's placing the towers in James's base. So James has other ideas. He's going to wall up. And I think we're going to have a very interesting clash of styles here. We're going to have the full wall with Malay and the full offense with the Teuton tower rushing here, Paradox.
Yeah, let's see. And I think it makes more sense just from a game perspective to take the forward risk first, because it can have more risk as the game goes on, right?
True.
So then you can always take it and move back to your back berries. But James actually got very lucky. This is his second game in a row. I think he had very good berries in the last one. He only had to place 1 mil. And it does look like more of a defensive approach with these kind of walls. You know, just have all the eco. And then wait for your time. in Castle Age.
Lara actually returns to this bill that she weakened earlier on. She remembered that one being weak on the wood line and trades off the scout for the bill. Actually doesn't quite trade. Oh gosh, pixels out on the keyboard. Doesn't quite trade off the entire scout HP. Still has 1 hit left on that, but that was really nice from Lara to go in there, snipe that bill, and still lift the tail just about. Although it looks like James might get his own back.
Yep.
Bloom's
Downhill.
not quite in yet. It's in now, but Bloom won't save this villager's life, I don't think. James has to run away, though, because another vill's there. So nice work from Lara to get Bloom. James noticed that and pulled away. And we're up to feudal age for both players, but James with the melee is going to be there about a minute earlier.
Kind of felt like an over micro there from James. I don't know if I'm like
Maybe.
not quite
Yeah.
picking up in things there, but like Lara didn't have any scout HP left, so I think it's okay to like just to commit to the Vil, but was like pulling back, looking for the hill damage order. But I think if you just continue attacking, the Vil's probably dead. It's got 14 HP left now.
Look at this. Look at this chopping from Lara. Very impressive work. She's halfway. Oh no, she's got 80 wood left on that last layer of trees, whereas James is actually not even on the last layer just yet. Is into feudal age now, and we're going to go for fast feudal for the upgrades, basically. Horse collar and double bit axe coming in. Lara's got the barracks forward, and she's going to wall up too. So it's going to be big walls from both players. This is a very, very large area that Lara's trying to wall in here. This feels a bit unsustainable from a defensive point of view. And look at this micro. What a nerd at the top of the hill here.
And the Vil just trying to get on the other side. I think the walls are okay. When I'm like zooming out and looking at them, I don't mind it too much. What's the difference in walls? A little bit less from James in the end. Got a little bit better in terms of wood lines here. Both players just greeting for eco, but the looks. Okay, range is actually coming from Lara. All right.
Yeah.
But are we out? Oh, we're super close to getting out.
Yeah.
So we could start making archers pretty soon, actually.
Definitely go archers and make some spears in the meantime, like Lara's doing, just to have something to bash on walls with. I think James will probably be out. It's not going to be a situation where Lara can run a Vil all the way around and stone wall in the woodline, which should never really happen. It should never really happen that you can go and do that, but I think James will be out just a bit after Lara is. But here we go. Lara's out, and let's see what she can do. She's going to place a little tile of palisade there just to stop the scout running past and try and find some res. Gold and stone. Obviously, she has stone near her base, so it doesn't prioritize that one too much. Yeah, skirms for now. I think she will switch into archers when she can.
And both players double eco upgrades. Really keen in just getting some farms down now. You can see James already got decent numbers down. Adding a barracks of his own, so not rushing anything. Even though he saw the range quite a while ago now from James. Where did those first fills go? Okay, go on the right hand side, and that villager on the left is going forward as well.
Yep. She'll find. Did she find that gold? Oh my god, Lara missed the gold right next to the opening. That's really sad, actually, because he's going to send a lot of fills down to this gold over here. This is not the biggest deal in the world, but it does mean that it's quite sort of far away.
Yeah, but I think that gold on the left-hand side isn't that ideal anyway for like a mining camp.
True.
And you could argue that the further away gold is further away from James as well, so it's more safe.
Yeah. And James actually going for the blacksmith and palisade wall here. Lara's going to spot this. If James doesn't see the villager, Lara could get a sneak, but that question's instantly answered because the Vil tasks onto the other one, and Lara's sneak Vil there is discovered. She has to keep that one safe.
Look at the building from James at home.
Stable? Is it elephants? Oh my god, it's castle into elephants. Oh boy. Oh my god, and Lara Croft walls in the villager from James Corden. Holy shit.
That's a BFer right there. Well, that
Oh
that is a
my
BFer right
god.
there. Do you know who's really good at this? Do you know who's really fucking good at this? Is
Starboy?
Lewis, actually.
Oh, Lewis.
Lewis is super, super good at walling in bills.
Oh my god. Lewis confirmed, guys. Lewis is confirmed. Remember, if you've submitted your guesses already, that's fine. If you change your mind after the final, you can just DM me or someone else, and they will still be honoured.
Oh, he's may try it again. May try it again. Baited an
Oh my god.
out.
Yeah, James is nervous though. Doesn't want to get this one happen. Yeah,
Might
might
use these two. Gonna try and use these two. Oh,
Lara. Obviously, Castle Age just came in, and we got elephants on the way for James Corden. Want to keep an eye on that at the same time as well.
Spearman's gonna make things tricky.
James's eco is quite stretched. He's got 3 vills in the queue. Only 1 elephant out on the field, no more in the queue just yet. The elephants are cheap, but they aren't free. And here we go, the elephant coming forward now. Says, hello, skirmishers.
Goodbye, skirmishers.
Goodbye, skirmishers. Oh, God. And yeah, that's going to be very, very difficult for Lara to deal with right now. She'll have to make some monks or spearmen. I guess one good thing is, actually, Paradox, here's a gameplay question for you. If the Teutons convert an elephant, is it slower to convert it back, or does it retain its original conversion resistance from the Malay player?
I think it's just it should just be the original.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how it should work for that one. The elephant is there. The stone wall. Yes, and we have this scout behind enemy lines between like this full time for James. And now we're just gonna be annoying when we need to be.
Oh yeah, that's really good actually for James, just to deny this wall. Meanwhile, in the outer ring, Lara's actually, I think, winning there, has a significant advantage on the outside presence, and tapping some tiles of stone wall behind this is a good move for her. Obviously, Monastery is up, and monks are going to be on the way as the primary defense against the elephants. James will have to make something happen fairly quickly to get some value with his elephants, because, well, I feel like Lara's going to be able to defend with the monks quite nicely, and these stone walls behind as well. James is going to have to be careful with where he attacks the walls, because they're so slow, these elephants, they can't escape the monk conversions.
I'm kind of like... The elephant play is a gamer move, but kind of question it at the same time. I'm like, is this really what you want to be doing? There's only 2 elephants attacking there, and yeah, they should get in.
Here comes the conversion though, and there's obviously no monks behind this for James. The conversion's actually quite quick, and it does complete. That does mean the monk has used its charge, so it has to run away now from this elephant who's charging it down. My goodness me. It's going to catch up to it. The monk.
Just about.
Oh, it might die though. Monk pops out from the monastery though. Can it get the conversion in time? Monk hops in the TC. It does. And the elephant's deleted. Wow.
Good call.
Yeah, definitely needs to do that. It does mean though that despite the Malay faster up, despite the elephant opening, which probably caught Lara a bit off guard, we find ourselves, Paradox, with very similar vill numbers and equal elephant numbers on either side.
Yeah, and I'm looking at James's res, and it's very weird when you actually look at it. We have like 600 gold in the bank, 12 on stone, so he wants a forward castle. Maybe we have that gold banked up for when we want to go in, but we only have 16 on food. And then on the other side, Lara's done a great job of spending res, was early on stone, so can afford TCs, can afford the stone walls without too many issues. 4 TCs is going to be a big boom.
Yeah, it really is. It looks like James is gearing up for a castle though, which might mean that Lara's decision to not invest much in army could come back to bite if we see the castle on the face. Here come the Vills forward, is it? Yeah, the Vills coming forward now, so we will see the castle drop from James Corden. He wants to keep the foot on the gas, does not want to let Lara boom behind this. The castle actually being placed there may even be too safe. It's not hitting the TC.
Yeah.
Might want to place it even further forward.
Considering you've not really seen any army from Lara, I think you can justify it. But maybe feeling a little bit nervous because you haven't seen any army that you don't know what Lara has in the same vein. I think if James is on it, we should be. If that's the case, we should be walling the Vills in, but more coming over anyway. It's out of sight for Lara, so putting down some more farms now.
Well, speaking of walling Vills in, look at the top left, top right, sorry. Lara just killed a Vill that she walled in, another one.
Ooh. There goes a 4th TC from James in that area of the map as well. No fortified wall for Malay.
Ooh.
Could be a consideration late game. Karambit's getting made. Is this Dave? Is this what? Are we being trolled here?
Oh my god.
This is like the most Dave thing ever. Oh, didn't get it down. But the TC's there anyway.
Yeah, the TC's there. The Karambits are quite speedy though, and they're so speedy that they can evade the monk conversion. The elephant now is called into action for Lara Croft, but obviously the Karambits can get to work on the villages. We have infantry attack in for the melee, but no forging just yet, and now James is going to run into the infantry armor, sorry, for the infantry, but no forging, and James is going to run into lots of TCs at the back here, sees just how much Lara's booming behind this, which is in itself is good information to find out. However, it doesn't really help James too much to see that, because there's not a lot that James can do about this boom.
Oh, quick conversion. Jeez.
Yeah, that was a nice conversion.
The Karambits. And even like with no fletching on the TCs, like the Karambits actually run past the TC fire not too badly.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. I thought they'd have died to the TCs much better. Well, here we go. The knight cleans them up. They are made of paper, these units.
You need fletching, yeah. Considering they now have like 3 pierce armor and Castle Age.
Is this the 5th TC? 5th TC from Lara Croft round at the right hand side now.
Jesus. So feeling really confident.
Confirmed.
This is very loose, like, I'm not gonna lie. But one thing I did want to touch on in the start of the game, we actually didn't so far. What color has Lara played the full tournament?
Was it orange or not? I thought she played green last time.
She's played green almost exclusively.
Now it's just orange. Oh, but orange is Starboy's color, right?
Orange is Darvoy's color. Unless Lewis was baiting this, man. Jeez.
Oh my god.
I think we're asking a lot. I think we're asking a lot of Lewis then.
To be in the final.
No, to have that kind of brain power.
Oh my god, that's toxic. That's so toxic.
Just a joke.
Oh.
Come on, just a joke.
just a bit
it's
of
just banter.
Just banter.
Yeah, just a bit of banter. And there's the ampersand for both. We can see fortified wall is coming in for Lara now. Just wants to make sure that's not going to get pushed on the side. That sneaky outpost from James, sorry. Sees it all enemy.
This fortified walls look so intimidating. It looks way more intimidating than the regular walls.
Definitely the best. In terms of like aesthetics, one of the best upgrades to like see in the game.
Oh yeah.
That because it's like very. It reminds me of my childhood so much. There's like Russian fortified wall.
Oh yeah. Super safe. And Lara knows to place the castle in her base a little bit further back so that it doesn't get trebbed down instantly. Obviously, that's very smart because James Corden is melee, and so probably we'll get to him first. And indeed, those suspicions are confirmed. Imp comes in for James Corden, who gets chemistry straight away as well. We're going to go for trebs, bombard cannons, and halbs, I guess is the idea.
Mm-hmm. Like, the uptime was great, but only being like 40 seconds ahead of Teutons doesn't it doesn't feel overly great to me.
No. Yeah, I think James will be a little bit upset to see that Lara's an imp so quickly afterwards. And yeah, obviously chemistry is mirrored by Lara. No trebs on the way yet for Lara, but James is about to get the first treb out on the field, and actually a second castle here. So
Okay.
that will help out with the push.
So prioritizing conscription, and I guess because the castle's so far back, feels safe that they can get it out first. They're going to want to get some hand cannons out, and then it will help. It will help the trebs after conscription is researched as well, right?
True, it will. But I feel like in the Treb Wars, it's all about that, just the early numbers, right? Especially down 2 castles to 1. We haven't got the stone in the bank for another castle, so if we need to start repairing, that stone in the bank is also going to drop off quite dramatically. Let's see here. Maybe James... Like, I feel like Lara's quite far ahead because of the situation of the game, but, I mean, the score is ahead for James. He's got the push going on. And yeah, maybe that's misplaced confidence in Lara's position here, because there is quite a scary push coming. Hand cannons are now being made, and also Cavalier coming in. But Lara has got her back against the wall here, and does have to put up some resistance to this quite strong push coming for James Gordon.
Yeah, it's not like out of control yet. They're like, what is James actually done at this moment? But Lara's bought a lot of time already. Cannons out, get multiple ranges up. The army numbers are starting to swell from James, but James has realistically only took out a TC, moved some villagers back.
Oh, Nola Pikeman not upgraded yet.
Where's Crenellations, man? This is shambolic.
Oh yes, Crenellations! Crenellations be a big upgrade here. It would mean that they outrange the bombard cannons as well, which would be really nice. Well, they haven't got Fletching and Bodkin yet, so that would be needed too. Here come the hand cannons stepping forward, but they're completely outnumbered by those Albs, and actually the bombard cannon joining in, and a couple of crossbows as well, means that Lara has to back up here. She now takes this Treb War. She hasn't quite got a hill advantage here, it does look like. So James can surround the Trebs, pick them off. We've got bombard cannon joining in as well. And I think actually James might get this castle down if the repairs aren't quick enough. So we have the stone in the bank now for another castle for Lara. Obviously enough stone to keep repairing this castle for quite some time. And we're starting to turn the tide in the army numbers. What do you think?
The CA getting melted there. And Lara did actually click Crenellations for a second, then decided they couldn't afford it.
Okay.
Treb's going down. No bombard cannons on the field. Cavalier being massed as well.
Yeah, at the back. That's nice.
I'm getting some throwback vibes of that Fortified Clearing game. Somehow we've turned Chaos Pit into a closed map. Like this is such a closed map push.
It's very strange, right? They've sort of mutually agreed to walls on the outside, although Lara does have a castle placed on the right-hand side of the map, and actually James is going to do the same on the left-hand side. The castle just to prevent any sneaky pushes coming through there. Lara's going to click Paladin Paradox. That is massive.
What?
And that's the kind of GG tech if it comes in. We do have Arbalest and Treb though. Both of which, Arbalest and Halb, sorry, which both are quite good versus Paladin, but in the numbers that Lara has of the hand cannons, it's not going to be enough, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit shaky from this one, because I want to get 13 okay, 8 more loaded into the queue. A couple of Teutonic Knights as well. Where are they? Oh, they're on the right-hand side.
Ooh, yes, they're going to break through this wall. And James notices, really heads-up play from James, and notice that amidst all the chaos going on the front. These Teutonic Knights do break through, and actually Lara wins herself another 4 tiles of gold with just that little bit of damage there. So it's just really nice stuff from her. Goes for the fight in the middle now. This is the critical moment. Paladin is 20 seconds away. Lara's going to try and delay this fight as long as she possibly can. Delete some houses so the Paladin can get a better line of fight down the hill. The hand cannons stop on the hill and take some of the halberdiers out. Here comes Paladin, 1 second away. It's in, and Lara has now got the chance to push forward. The halberd numbers have heavily dropped off since the beginning of the fight. Hand cannons charging forward as well. The bombard's trying to take out some hits, but it can't really get anything done. We have blast furnace coming in now for the halberd numbers, but the halberd numbers simply aren't there because so many were taken out by those hand cannons. Bombards to get a nice hit. Lots of weak hand cannons in the mix here, and actually the Paladin's numbers dropped off quite heavily in this quite prolonged fight now, and the Arbalests have done a really good job, and some Paladin weren't forward with the rest of the army.
Yeah, they've been split, which is massive there.
Yeah.
10 Paladin in the back, which is obviously a lot of HP to tank some damage. Also deal damage as well. I really would have loved some bombard cannons from Lara
Yeah.
behind this pushback.
Could squish
We
the
don't have any-
Arbalest, squish the
We don't have any
Trebs.
siege.
Yeah. Definitely missing from the army composition. Have we actually got a siege workshop? Yes, we do. We have chemistry in, of course, so could go for that one. Replaces the castle now as well. And the paladins surrounding the Arbalest, but they're underneath castle fire and they're just going to get killed. Lara has to pull back here. And we're dead even in villager numbers. James Corden with the army lead. I think Teuton's typically considered the stronger Civ late game, I would say. They've got more options, I think. And better late game sort of units here, but Lara is really struggling here with the push that James is putting on to find a way through, and the way that the map has been so closed off on either side. It should suit Lara, but yeah, without bombard cannons, it's a struggle for her, I think.
Yeah, I was going to get the castle back up in the face of 3 Trebs, which is kind of interesting. The Paladin are diving for them.
Yeah, the Paladin dive forward on the Trebs. The Arbalest take out quite a lot of the Paladin as well, though, and only a couple of Trebs go down. There's still 1 Treb firing. This castle's very, very low HP. It's got lots of civils repairing that one full time. The bombard cannon sniped. The hand cannon's going down one by one as well. And Lara is trying desperately to get away through these Arbalests, but the Arbalest is doing such a good job for James Corden. And the res in the bank for both is really healthy. It's not like either player is running out of res anytime soon. There's more res on Lara's half, or should I say 3/4 of the edge, though, which is kind of a big deal. But James is starting to push that back. We got 2 Trebs up on the castle on the right-hand side for James Corden, unmatched right now by Lara Croft. And this will start push back through Lara's economy on the edge of the map, and maybe James Corden can actually
Granulations.
catch that out here. Crenellations comes in now, but it's too late. The trebuchets are already in.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, how's the castle HP on the right hand side?
Very low HP.
Yeah. What's it? I kind of can. What does the total gold look like for James around the map? Because if we're just 9 on
well.
gold now,
Big fight happening here, Paradox. The Paladin take the fight against the Halberdiers with the hand cannons shooting in behind. This is a big number of Paladin, and they're not split this time. This is a much better fight for Lara. The army numbers, you can see, have dramatically swung for her, but she has split the Paladin. Needs to get them all fighting and get those trebuchets out first and then move on to the castle. We have still not enough siege behind this because the castle did go down, but with the bombard cannons, at least we can start to push back against this castle and also the siege units and trebuchets on James's side. Meanwhile, though, nice quick walls from Lara to get that wall at the right-hand side up. 1 Vil did sneak through, could place this barracks actually, which is quite funny. But I think Lara's starting to push back through the centre now, which is a much better position for her than was in a couple minutes ago, where she was getting pushed quite heavily. The Paladin obviously saved the day, and she still has so much res in the bank. She's pop capped with 30 Paladin in queue and 1k food and gold as well.
yeah, I think for Lara we can consider deleting some villagers at this point as well, with this much res in the bank. Let's take like 15 or 20, like, or even just don't make the skirmishers and make more Paladin.
Yeah.
We have 50 villagers in gold. I think long term, James might just be starved of gold here if he cannot push through on the right hand side. To get that castle down is huge, because that castle on the right was ranging the gold. The gold control's really good from Lara from this kind of like early stages of the game.
I think I think that's exactly right. It's the gold. Like Lara's quote unquote half of the map is actually much more than half, and she's got way more tiles of gold in her control than James does, and it's allowed her to build up this enormous ball of paladin, which is somewhat
Look at the difference in
unrivaled.
gold. Look at the difference in gold. Oh, James is gonna really struggle to replace some ARPs now.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
The
Exactly.
pushback is well underway now.
Yep, the bombard cannons, there's actually 3 of them up now. Got the castle being placed as well, and from that we can make trebuchets, which will help push back against the castles. The bombards can hit the castles, but also can hit the group of arbalest and halbs, which are all together. And the hand cannon, paladin, bombard cannon combination is just ridiculous. It's very, very hard to counter that. Well, I mean, there is no counter really. And the melee, I think, have that window with the faster Imperial Age. But now we're in the post-imp phase. It's going to be tough for them to get anything done. The paladin, a couple of paladins split off to take out some arbalest, but the arbalest already got some really nice shots taking out the bombard cannons. It's going to buy James some more time. Gets masonry for his buildings as well.
Finally, I was wondering when we're going to see masonry.
Also moving up the trebs at the right-hand side is James Corden here. So that will help him out as well. He can start to push on the right, but we'll need to get some big army behind this to really make it impactful and make Lara respect it. Obviously, the Teutons are slightly less mobile than other civs without husbandry on the paladin. They're going to be slower to respond. And also the hand cannon's obviously very slow. So could be a window there for James to exploit. But not much of Lara's ecos over there. That's the thing.
We have there's close to 60 skirms in the queue with 3,500 gold in the bank.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely mental.
What is it with people in Teuton skirms? What is going on in this journey, man?
I don't know. We've got Forced Levy coming in now for the melee, so we're going to see some two-handers. I don't think it's going to do any good, though.
Unlikely. We didn't get granulations in the end, so I don't know if Lara actually realizes that. You can see the bomber cannon was chipping away on the castle there. Second castle's coming up now. Siege engineers coming in now as well. But Lara is going to get...
These castles from Lara are ridiculous.
This on top of so much production there.
Yeah. James is through at the right-hand side. Lara's base there is pretty meager. She's kind of given up on that area of the map, though. She will have to stonewall this again to prevent any further shenanigans from derailing her push in the middle, though. The Paladin can probably take a fight here in the center, and they're going to try. The Halbs are at the front of this fight with the skirms and hand cannons shooting from behind. A lot of Paladin going down in the early stages, but as the Paladin take out the Halberdiers, they could push through on the weak Arbalest and Bombard cannons in the back line. Can they find their target? Doesn't look like it. The Halbs actually taking really good fights, and another really, really good fight for James Corden there. Lara maybe a little bit impatient, overstepping her boundary there slightly. But it does buy time for her to use the bombard cannons and trebuchets against that castle, which is very, very low HP now, and continue to drop castles all around James's base. This is ridiculous. And actually a castle on the right-hand side for Lara Croft. Where's she getting all this stone from? There's so much stone. The castles on the right-hand side will slow down as well. Yeah, map control. It's just so much
all coming
resource.
From the map control.
Yep.
Prioritizing it nice and early from the drop out, getting the forward walls. And it feels like this pushback was taking the best part of 20 minutes, which is becoming harder and harder for James to overcome. Like, gonna lose the castle now, more castles coming in. Oof. I don't think James can win this one now, as Lara's adding in some archers. Love to see it.
Yeah, look at the top numbers. 100 vills, 85 army for Lara Croft, which is 180 pop, and James Corden is 130 pop with more vills and way fewer army. And here come the Paladin into the eco. This is the last thing you want to see. And GG is called. Lara Croft, thought
Ooh.
potentially to be Darvoy, the winner of last year's edition, takes a very thrilling game number 1 on Chaos Pit Paradox. That is a big deal.
Not what we
series.
were expecting in terms of like gameplay. Jesus.
No. A very unusual style of play. I mean, we saw Jess the Cat versus Jay from Inbetweeners, which was Teutons versus. Oh, no, sorry, not Jess the Cat. It was Raven versus Jay from Inbetweeners. We saw like towers everywhere with Teutons. But that was the complete other side of the Teuton coin, right? They don't have to go for that big aggression. They can go for the very big boom with the cheap farms into Paladin, hand cannon, bombard cannon. Why not?
Crazy, man. Like that's never seen 1v1 Chaos Pit like play out like that with two players both like committing to like big eco and such hard. It was not even like defense. It was like not even doing too much. But it was a strange game, and like James going for the elephants, and Castle Age seemed like a bit of a weird one. But it wasn't like game changing, right? But it didn't really get any payoff, which is my kind of issue with it.
Yeah, and also I think it kind of makes sense with the Civ draft, looking at it with a fresh eye now, because I think it was a bit of a throwaway for James Corden, to be honest. Didn't really draft for it, and well, didn't play out in that way.
It might have been that kind of thing where James got to the end of the Civ draft and was like, I don't really have a true Chaos Pit Civ, so it tells me they maybe have a plan for Slavs for another map.
Yeah. Like, we didn't see polls, by the way, Paradox.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? I'm just trying to get my head around like this melee thing. It is weird. It definitely is weird. And no polls in the draft is surprising when we have Chaos Pit in play.
Oh, no Aztecs either.
True. Definitely not Boo then.
Yeah, yeah, definitely not Boo. Yeah, weird. I think it's weird. But it should mean that James Corden has, well, more solid plans on the other maps. We did see in the James Corden versus Noel Gallagher set the difference in the draft. And James just had a slightly different like internal meta of what was preferable, it looked like. So it doesn't surprise me too much that James Corden's gonna change up like the norm, go against what the norm thinks is the best Civ for each map.
And like for Lara, like Teutons was the 5th pick Civ, so it's not even like they burned like a high 7 that one, so Lara's still feeling pretty good about it, which is nice.
Definitely.
Even if James did have to use like a throwaway there with melee, it would have been obvious. It would have been Teutons, I think, to be honest, that are Franks. But either situation, like Lara's not burning a high pick Civ.
No.
So I think good for Lara, especially that game 1 map.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That can be crucial, and it's always good to get off to a fast start. It's a good confidence booster as well. I will be interested to see how James reacts.
Yeah, I think that's right. Gets to pick the map, and we are actually going to see Land Madness in the next game.
Well, there shouldn't be a huge surprise what they're going to be then.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Predictions in chat. Wonder what Lara's going to pick.
Yep. Everyone type Chinese. No, it's actually going to be a rematch from a previous series, right?
Well, we've seen this matchup a few times now.
Oh. Are you at 10 seconds?
I am indeed. I'm pouring another can of Guinness.
Oh, very, very nice. Okay, are you ready to go though?
I am.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. So, King Boo says, Hallis likes Kajaras versus Huns. Well, game 2 will be Kajaras versus Huns. And yeah, it looks like Lara likes Huns versus Kajaras. Because that's what she's got. And I think the last time we saw this one, Huns did win, right? I can't remember who was playing the Huns though. But yeah, we've seen this matchup before. We've seen Kajaras, some people opening Kajaras Online Madness with a double Camel Scout play. But equally, of course, they don't have to go for that. They can just go for the traditional Scouts. And I guess the idea is that with the Kajaras, you have the Camels and, well, for the Huns, what you really want to be going for is Cav Archers. And Kajaras have Camels and Shivamshi Riders, both of which should be quite good against the Cav Archers. But in practice, whether or not they can actually pull it off remains to be seen so far in the tournament.
I was kind of like getting to that point. We've seen the really interesting game from Jay in the previous series where he went up 18 pop and then greeted for eco upgrades, which was really interesting to see. Didn't quite work out in the end, but I love like the 5-head play. And I wonder if James is thinking like maybe Jay's actually onto something there, and like maybe I can improve it a little bit better. So I'll be interested to see if that is something like maybe someone's not thought about, and then they think maybe they can do something just a little bit else. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, this is the round of the tournament with the most information that's been out there. So, yeah, the players have had the chance to just peek on what other people have been doing.
Look at this. Look at this map for James.
Good or bad?
Just look at the wood.
It's crazy, right? It's quite. I think it's quite like the wood is so close compared to Lara's wood.
I don't think I've ever seen it spawn like that from like one player. Because we have another arena game.
Oh my god. Yeah, probably. Right? Just got to put the spearmen in the gaps.
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to make 2 camel scouts happen, and I'm trying to make spearmen in the gaps. That is, we both have our vices, Corley.
So wait, Kajaras are the ones to do 18 pop. Were they?
Yes, it was 18 pop.
Okay. Well, we have this. We're going to eat some sheep, Paradox. I think we saw. I want to say steak, but Brum. We saw Brum do the trick with Kajaras where you pull out the sheep, but did it at the very last minute. James has the 2 sheep out and just gonna keep them under the TC because you get so minimal gains from that. Better just to not forget and have them ready.
After 6, I will have to say the Hun space is very Huns-like. It's very open in the front, but Lara is an absolute gamer, continuing to push deer, but also just takes a deer at the mill and is gonna have them first. Oh, the deer's walking back.
But she's pulling a bill.
The bell's gonna get it.
Yeah,
and just
really nice.
Oh, yes! Come on, Lara. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and she's not afraid to go for the 20 pop. I think I really like 20 pop on this map. Like, there's no real need to rush up at 19 pop.
20 pop with Loom as well.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Well, it's just later, right? Like, you can probably make an argument you potentially don't need Loom until you get to Feudal Age.
Oh boy, that is quite ballsy, I think. Why
But if you have,
against the Camel Scout, you think?
I mean, it's not get high damage itself. I think if you have like res walled in, like what's the risk?
Well, if they go 19 pop scouts or 18 pop scout and kill you or something.
I just said you're walled in.
Oh, you're walled in. Well, yeah, I don't know. Are you actually walled in? Are you really going to wall all your berries in? Are you going to wall all of these things, all the barracks villas in? The barracks villa is so far away from safety.
I think realistically you should have your wood walled in the very least, right? Or in the process of doing it. And then even you're going to be on one berry patch. You're talking like a couple of palisades, or a couple more than that, literally for Lara, and the berry villas are fine. I think with the berries being forward, you should be walling them in anyway.
This is a big deal, Paradox. Archery range opening from James.
Ooh.
So we could see a
Straight
stable
archers.
later on, but it's going to be straight archers. Do you remember what we saw from James Corden last time we saw Chaos Land Madness?
It's Britons, no?
It was Britain Archer Rush.
The damn
So
Britons.
did we see Britain sniped? We did not see Britain sniped. Britons were not picked up, and instead we're going to have Gajara's archers on Land Madness.
It was sorry, Lara's got Britons from the draft.
Oh, Lara does have Britons.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that, I guess, maybe James was sad about not having Britons and had to sort of resort to Malay in the end, but like wanted to play Britons here. I'm not sure. Goes for Gajara's here.
And no big surprise from Lara. Going for the scouts.
Yeah.
Double eco upgrades from both, which is going to be nice. Getting everything rolling. James is still just using the berries up underneath the TC. And there's still the food getting used from the deer. But here it comes. The archer and the spearman and the camel scout all there. Maybe we just... The villagers are threatening to get this army back, though. If you target the spearman, it's going to die quickly.
These villas are a long way from home. They might go back to their
I think the archers die, though.
Yeah, the archers die. Like, the Huns have such fast-producing stables. It's kind of crazy. And now Lara adds the range, because she doesn't want to be completely outgunned on that front. Can go for some skirms now, which will be very good against the spearmen and the archers. Does lose one scout there against the camel scout. Has to keep the spearmen coming just in case that camel scout gets too close. We have now, actually, James Corden does have a bit more of an army lead on the field right now and can step back forward. So both players trading quite evenly. The range up now makes a big difference, though, for Lara. She can probably do a much better job of defending herself. If she can get rid of that camel scout, the skirmishers will be unimpeded on the field.
Yeah, and here comes Fletch and Nywalt. So this is going to make these archers way more dangerous, especially to Vels that have already been kind of whittled down a little bit in terms of HP. Gets close. Really nice play with the archer there to get close. Yeah, and Belger goes down.
Yep, and could lose another one here. The scouts do come over to take out the archers, but nice micro from the spearmen. They're always in the right place at the right time. And these scouts are taking quite some heavy damage. Actually loses two. Yeah, they were on top of each other. Yeah, loses two scouts there. And the skirmishers are now coming forward, but it's a bit too late. Lost two villagers and two scouts there. And James Corden is doing a really nice job on Land Madness here. Still no stable at home for him. Fletching is in, as he said, so wants to keep those archers coming. But yeah, I wonder what Lara can do here to answer this big aggression from James Corden so early on in Feudal Age.
James up to 10 farms now. Adding a stable as well. Okay, so big feudal play from both.
Takes out the Camel Scout as well. Well, not quite, but pretty much 1 HP. So that'll mean the skirmishers are easier to use here.
I kind of really like that Lara just tapped the palisades next to the lumber camp, just to like save like idle time.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's like such a gamer move.
Obviously, she needs to use all of the skills she has in her locker here because it's such a close contest here between two very, very strong players who've proved themselves throughout the tournament. And well, now tapping these tiles does mean though that they are susceptible to archer fire. If James wants to tap them with the archers and skirmishers and spearmen, he could do that. The skirmishers are in defense. We have got fletching, and actually we now have armor on the way and comes in now for Lara as well. So that does make the skirmisher archer interaction a completely different story. With armor, these archers just do 1 damage to skirms, I think. So absolutely no worries for Lara there, but James can still try and escape with the archers. The wood line is present for him though.
Yeah, and the skirms can deal with archer and spearmen quite comfortably. But here come the scouts.
Lara lost 2 scouts forward underneath James's TC. So that's not going to help her at all. And now these scouts, on the skirmishers will do great, and they can clean up all the skirms. These archers doing a really nice job of dodging as many skirmisher volleys as they can. This is amazing footwork from James Gordon to escape so many volleys, but I think the skirms might just about trade off before they die against those archers. 2 still alive and a 3rd one reinforcing. James Gordon's looking really strong here, and actually a 2nd range coming out from Lara. She obviously wants to go for cav archers in the castle age, so he's prepping that 2nd range right now. But it might be called into action to help make skirmishers, to help protect against the push from James, who's now up to castle age, right? With Gujaras going to castle age is huge. Get the Shivamshas, camels, crossbowman upgrade as well. And like you said earlier, Paradox, Lara's base is so exposed, it can't possibly be defending this is going to be very difficult.
Super exposed. Like, Lara's not going to be too far behind clicking up either, but still has to wait on some res. Already added the 2nd range. But I don't know if James keeps making archers as well and just has like double gold comp, or just has enough double gold comp. It's probably going to be difficult for Lara here. And yeah, okay, gold's getting towered now.
Yeah, a wise move. It does mean we can't sell the stone to get up. Like the big bottleneck on the click up is gold at the moment. And well, James is going to be up the castle age pretty much as, or even before, Lara clicks up herself, and here comes the market, right? But it's probably going to be too late.
I think it is going to be. The scouts are taking some damage underneath the TC now. Kind of think it's a little bit sloppy, but I think they kill quite a few of the skirmishers there, but there's still a few left. Here come the scouts, back home from Lara. More archers forward, straight onto +2, and here come the Shivamshas.
Yep. Not gonna get the crossbowman upgrade just yet. The Shivamsha riders are deemed more important. With the Shivamshas, well, I think they counter pretty much everything on the field right now. Obviously, the scouts for Lara will still do okay against Shivamshas, I suppose, but they'll tear through the archers and skirms, and also they can run underneath the tower and TC fire as well, make them a little bit easier to use in that environment. Lara's now up to castle age herself. 2 minutes away for her. Has evacuated the wood line, or both wood lines actually. Where's her wood fills going?
2 villagers on wood. 2.
We're going for cav archers though, Paradox. We need some wood in the bank.
I don't think we are. I think we're gonna mix in some knights.
Okay. Well, hasn't got any of the upgrades, but GG is called.
Yeah, it doesn't even get to that point.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was just that uptime, and James there really showing some class on Land Madness. That was very, very impressive stuff for James with the Gujaras. And yeah, showing Huns aren't the only kid on the block in the Land Madness engagement.
Yeah. And Lara really never got out of her own base.
No, it was brutal.
So now are we like questioning the actual uptime? I guess there was only one val difference. 851, 915. But
I
the cancel
reckon.
age timing is brutal though.
Yeah, I think the question probably could come. I mean, I'm not a good enough player to analyze, but I would say, do we need a second range, or should we place instead of the second range? Should we place our market and click up?
Hmm. We were waiting on gold for a long time.
Yeah. Um.
And then
Oh,
if like you place a tower and you need to place another one, it's good to have the market anyway, which is kind of semi-likely on Land Madness, right? You might need to place another tower, so just having it there as an option is always nice. Because like a tower is something you need to make like in a snap decision quite a lot of the time.
yeah.
But we're talking about confidence boost from Lara game one. I think like that's completely off the table now because James like slapped back with a vengeance there.
I know. Yeah. Both players have fired their opening volleys in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes it the best of five. It turns it into a best of five pretty much. And neither player has the upper hand. I think you're absolutely right. Like no sort of confidence play for either player. I guess the thing is for Lara though, she always has in the back of her mind she is the player who won game one. That was James Gordon's home map. So if we are to believe that the players have equal numbers of home maps, I think we are, but I'd probably say Arabia and Nomad are swapped. Then Lara should hopefully be happy about that going into the rest of the series.
It's kind of tough to say because we don't really know. We don't fully know the identity of the players. I think when we have so many maps picked and not that many banned, I think there'll be a good mix of players being happy on both sets of maps. I think the ones we can make an argument for are the first two picks for both, though.
Mm.
Like the ones that they wanted to get sniped and off the board. You're probably picking maps that you think are preferred for your opponent.
Yeah.
I think that is a smart way to approach a draft. I think both the players have done it. So it trades off on both sides, of course.
Yeah. It definitely does. I'm paused at 10 seconds in game 3 Paradox. It's going to be Nomad.
Ooh, it's a quick sev check. Dravidians last time from Lara, but I do think I prefer Lithuanians in all honesty.
Oh, really?
James, I do, yeah. I think they've got. I think they're just better, in my opinion.
Okay.
Then I kind of like Italians matching up to them. Of course, Persians are kind of cracked, but they have Biz for Cup. The question is, are they going to try and cook something on RF again? But they have Bohemians there, so I'm not entirely sure where else we're going to see. Like, where else would we see Italians if we don't see them here? I'm not 100% sure.
That's actually a good point. Are we going to see Italians? Well, I might have thought that we'd expect to see Lithuanians for Lara on fortified clearing, and then Italians as a counterfeit to that for James on fortified clearing. With the relic play Lithuanians get, would be really nice. And Dravidians here for Lara, and I guess Persians instead.
I think, honestly, I prefer like fortified clearing Turks and just play light cav, and I think Chinese for RF.
Oh yes, of course, Chinese on RF. Yes.
Like,
Well, maybe we won't see Italians.
More
then.
what I'm looking at. That's more what I'm looking at there. And then like the Franks pick could potentially be like a second ban or a second option for Arabia versus the Britain's pick.
Okay. Well, game 3 Paradox. We're in the sort of midst of the action here.
Okay, let me get it loaded up.
The players trading the opening first 2 games.
And it is going to be less, okay.
It's gonna be lifts. It's gonna be lifts.
And I am paused 10 now.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. And well, away we go into game 3. So it's going to be Persians versus Lithuanians. Both civs obviously have very nice bonuses for Nomad. Lithuanians with the extra food, and Persians with the faster working TCs and docks, and also a bit of extra wood for the Persians as well when they complete their TC. So that means they can build the fishing ship when they finish their TC. They can build the fishing ship, right?
Yeah, like Persian's eco is still insane. Well, it was sorry, let me rephrase. It was still insane before the buff. Now it is, you know, it's crazy once again because it's like they have the Dark Age bonus and everything again, which is really nice. So Persian eco is super good. Extra food and wood gets put to good bonus, but I do like lifts as well because you have that extra food to begin with.
Yeah.
So you can just like send everything to wood. It's a little bit more breathing space in terms of finding your first boar. You can get that fish out, or you can you get the first fish and subsequent fish out at a nice timing as well because you can just delay your food income a little bit. And it's going to be super nice because Lara's got a boar right underneath the TC.
Yes, she does. Kind of unfortunate for James. Took a very long time to find the shorefish. If you look at the scouting for James, he's missed that shorefish by one tile, and walked all the way around this little inlet, fishtail inlet, to find the next shorefish. So the dock was up quite late, and has missed a couple of boar by a couple of times. But here we go. The boar walks into vision at least, which will be a nice thing for James to know that there's one boar he can take safely. Lara obviously has that boar under her TC, but does she have any cows? No, she does not. So she'll need to find a cow with a villager to go and have a look.
Well, on that, Lara did just take the cow from James.
Ooh, at the shoreline.
So
okay.
Yeah. So this is like, I actually love that Lara made the quick decision because seeing the cow there, like having the cows is just such good scouting intel. So to pull your villager off the dock is 100% worth it.
Yeah.
Now the scouting from James is just potentially a lot worse, and you can see around the TC. Doesn't see any boars, and they're all in earshot. Literally, they're all in earshot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he may send this bill up on it. Yeah, if this bill works anywhere in this bog of war, she should find the boar here. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Gets rewarded for that one. Nicely done. And is there maybe a world where James thinks Lara's TC, is just to the left of James in this black spot because the cow was stolen?
No. Docking the shoreline is docking the shoreline. Sorry, housing the shoreline is almost always a confirmation there's a dock there.
Oh, I saw the dock. Yeah, I saw the house. Sorry, yes.
Because you're always going to go dock house and then onto the shore fish, unless you're Dravidians, of course. But you're not going to make a house. But it's still very good early scouting until you know from minute 3 or whatever it was, you know 100% where the dock is. And if you look at the dock positions, there's not a massive difference between the two players here. Like James is a little bit further to the north. For some reason, that villager's coming home already.
No, it's getting a cow.
Okay. I don't mind that then. Gonna get some more scouting intel. But James, with his additional dogs, which I think should play, can just rotate around one side. And then for the fish, it's going to be nice because you have quite a lot of deep fish in the corner here. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot. Sorry, 5 even. 6. If you go for that one a little bit further north, so there's a lot of good deep fish in this corner on the left-hand side.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's such a nice dock for Lara. And obviously there's a massive pond, sort of bay for James, which he could place a dock in next to his TC and get some fish from that. With Persians, with the docks having more HP and working faster, feels like James might be inclined to play for water. What do you reckon about Lara Croft's game plan here, Paradox? Is she going to go for the water, or is she... The light is obviously a very strong unit. Do you go for a castle drop, or what else do you do?
Kind of looking at the amount of fish that both have added in here, I'm not too sure that the they want to be going super quick up the feudal age.
Hmm.
It's 6 fish for James. Lara's got 7 on the way, or 6th one, 7th in the queue. Gonna need their second building to click up. So kind of, it looks to me that both players are trending towards a Castle Age timing, to be honest.
Yeah, and where have we spent the 10 stone from Persians?
Couple of
Is that-
outposts.
Okay.
Couple of outposts. I don't hate it, but outposts aren't. They're not fantastic without Town Watch, but once you get Town Watch, it's kind of nice. The one thing I am kind of concerned about is this villager's. It's kind of scouting around, and it's always the idle time in one villager when you've got like only 20 vills. So it's actually a decently large chunk of your eco, like 5% of your eco there, not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. I guess you could make the argument that for Persians you have the 5% faster working, right? So you're cashing that in to use the scouting intel. But yeah, I agree. It's difficult to know where that balance lies. And actually, Lara, I don't think James needs a second outpost right here. I guess he's seen the house, so isn't sure about what to see. But yeah, we'll need to get Town Watch in before these outposts have a really useful range of vision. Could try and sneak up a barracks or something in the back here if he wants to. But actually, Lara's going to place a second dock. Lara is going to second dock here and double down. And I guess when you're placing a second dock, you're going to build some navy. But it is on gold as well, and also a barracks forward as well. Okay, I'm not sure what we're seeing here. All sorts of stuff.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
Is that for a stable, or is that just for some buildings to go up?
Well, let's see. And if you look at James's base, I don't think Lara has too much intel on that side. I'm not too. I may have made an educated guess of where the TC is, like based on where the cow came from, actually. And he sees where stone is. He sees where gold is. And that gold is exposed. And this is always the thing with Nomad, and it's not that exposed for Lara. And here comes a range. I love it. Water and archers. Let's go.
Let's go. And Town Watch actually coming in for Lara Croft, who is building an outpost of her own, and we'll probably see the outpost from James when this one gets Town Watch. Well, definitely we'll see it now. And if she carries on this chain, she will see, of course, that James's base is here with the buildings built up. It's actually barracks and a stable for James Gordon. And a blacksmith as well. So this is going to be a stable blacksmith build on the way up to Castle Age for James Gordon, and no navy investment. So he might lose all these 9 fish, which is a big deal for his economy.
A couple of fires going to be out. Might be trying to wait for the Castle Age quick before adding in any fires. That would be the normal thing. I think for going range, it was maybe slightly slow to get up. That's my main concern for Lara here. But the outposts are going to see a lot now. They're going to see the stable. No quick reaction in terms of like spearmen or anything yet, but I don't think a scout's going to get added. Might get added now. Honestly, I'd probably add a scout now. If I'm James. Clicked up the Castle Age now, you can have a look around the base a little bit greater.
Yeah, it needs to unqueue that Vill. Also, this Vill trying to build another dock is denied by the fire ship. Lara is playing really nicely here and picks up a Vill in the north with the archer. As the fire's attacking the fishing boats, although needs to get this fire ship in range of the villager, which is being blocked by the building foundation. I really don't like the way that works. I think it's silly. You can just quick call out a fire ship, I think. But here we go. Now it spins it around to the side.
Feature,
but the dock goes up. It's a feature. The feature. James Gordon feature abusing.
And you know what? James hasn't lost a lot of fish well.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Like, actually, he's done so well with having no navy. He's up to Castle Age in less than half a minute and can get the war galley upgrade for these fire ships. They're faster producing. Tech comes in faster, and he can go kill all of Lara's fish, which is 10 fish. Like, if you could probably win that even with 2 docks to 3 docks.
Oh,
But
Fletching's
Lara
in
only
on the
has 2
gold.
docks either.
Fletching's in on the
Ooh.
gold.
Ooh,
There's
yes.
2
Nice work from
archers,
the
and you can't
archers.
mess around with that, but Castle Age is in. We're going to make a knight, and this is the one issue I have with going archers against Persians. You're going to get knights coming in your face. Sorry, did I just say that? And they're getting a +2 attack against the archers. It's going to be a rough one to micro back, even without that bonus.
The knight goes over to the gold mine to try and protect it. There's only 1 archer there now, though. The other archers have skirted around to the south. These fire galleys are remaining as fire galleys just for now. We haven't got the war galley upgrade coming in just yet.
Yeah, and with like knights coming out, you just can't afford it.
No, can't afford it right now, and also doesn't really need it because James is actually doing quite a nice job on the water already with 5 fire galleys to 3. Those numbers are going to drop ever so slightly, I think, if Lara takes some good fights. But yeah, we've got more TCs coming up. Lara now on the way to Castle Age herself. And yeah, actually James doing a really nice job with the Navy. Cleans up this fire galley. Eco KD Paradox is 5-0 in Lara's favour, which is a combination of a couple of fish, but also some bills as well.
Yeah, and I'm not honestly, Walt, I'm not overly convinced that James is going to find damage now.
Well, what's
Like
he
the
seeing?
archers have bought Lara a lot of time. Lara's going to be up in the next minute and 40. The gold is right next to the TC.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is very, very safe from Lara. I don't think the knight's going to get anything, but here come the fires. They are decent numbers. Maybe a demo from Lara to defend in the meantime, but James has been a little bit indecisive with his fire galleys on the left-hand side here. But I think even long term, it's not great being kind of like cornered into the map.
No, exactly. And I really like what Lara's doing with the water. She's really playing the entire map at once, whereas it looks like James is struggling to prioritize on land and water at the same time. Like the production keeper James, there's nothing in it. No vills, nothing. Here we go. We've got war galley upgrade and a demolition raft on the way. We're housed as James, and yeah, not that much res in the bank, so can't really afford the night play. 25 vills on food should start to rack up some food income quite quickly. But as of right now, there's nothing going, and Lara Croft's now up to Castle Age. She can go for the war galley upgrade herself. We have got the demo raft in already for Lara Croft, who can turn and use it on these fire ships straight away. Indeed, takes quite a nice trade there. Weak one pulled away by James Gordon, though. Good work from both. And war galley upgrade comes in for Lara Croft. She pulls the fishing ships to a safer location. And
I think just slide them all the way back.
herself. Yeah.
Just like slide them all the way back now. I think probably should have even done it a little bit earlier. But obviously a lot of things to focus on, especially this housing estate in the north.
I know, it's crazy. Oh, but James could find some Vill kills on this TC. It's going up, but are the Vills walled in? They're not walled in, and
No.
James has the knight in position. We get at least 1 Vill pick here, 77%. Like, these TCs don't build that quickly.
Just baiting though, I don't mind that. But if you're going to bait like that, you need to wall them in. But even then, the knight is deciding not to do anything, and yeah, the TC goes up.
Yeah, there's lots going on here. James is losing Vills to fire galleys on the fire ships, on the left-hand side. Actually has almost a 2-to-1 Vill lead. Well, not almost 2-to-1, actually. But, well, actually, no, it is almost 2-to-1 now.
It is
Losing
almost
some Vills.
2-to-1, yeah.
Goodness, and actually, yeah, taking some really nice engagements. Lara still does have the army lead right now, but yeah, losing all the fish makes a big, big deal because James Corden has 10 fishing ships working. Lara has none, despite having more docks up.
And it's really not looking good for for Lara at this point. Like, 2 TC Persians are going to pump out Bell's enemy.
Yep.
I'd really love... I guess both players are still pretty focused on water, and James doesn't want to lose his fish, so he's still pretty attentive there, but there's so many fires forward that the fishing ships just melt, and James has 0 fish now as well.
Yeah, that's big. That's really good for Lara to get those off the board. It does obviously mean that, well, now it's awkward, right? Because both players have, like, the majority of their army investment has been on water, and now to a certain extent they're fighting over nothing. But that's not quite true because there's obviously the potential for future fish. But yeah, they've cleaned each other's fish up completely, so they have to make a conscious decision now whether they're going to try and retake the water and start fishing again. Looks like James is going to start fishing again because he knows his navy is stronger at the moment. But I think for Lara, that's going to mark a phase of the game where she says, okay, I'm going to stick to land. And indeed, we've got 2 more TCs coming up, Paradox. So Lara's going to make this transition and go for a land-based play. Whereas James can rely on that big area of fish in the south to continue booming up with all game, which is a massive deal for James.
Yeah, but I want to see James kind of start the pressure on land a little bit more.
Yeah.
4 TCs are a lot, and once you get them up to Lithuanians, you do get the extra food, keep in mind.
Very good point. Yes, can afford to get those TCs working straight away with 100 food to kickstart them. Also, I was going to say, get the relics into Lithuanians will help a lot late game, and indeed we have got monks on the way for Lara Croft. In fact, also, the monks will convert the knights, which James is making right now. That seems to be on the army coming out for James on land. So monks are going to be all around a great decision.
I feel like this far TC is just kind of late from James. And that villager gap is closing. And as with pretty much 0 farms on Lara, the first 3 farms have only just been placed.
Oh my god, that's crazy, actually.
Crazy, right?
How have we got away with that? The fish, I guess.
We still had the fish going, and yet you getting the extra food is so nice. We've got some berries in the back here. Needs to watch. 2 monks are out. Okay, pills of bells. Should get a conversion here, unless they're deleted.
Oh, nice conversion. That was queued up from before.
It was queued up from before, but Jesus, that was insta.
Yeah. That was really nice, and Lara is starting to pull the villager lead back ever so slightly. It was about 30 odd. Now it's sort of 20-ish or 15. Obviously 4 TCs to 3, even if they are Persians, should be quite good for Lara Croft in that regard. Getting some relics in now as well. James Corden, army on the field, 0. Just the 11 fire ships from earlier, but has no land army, so is not going to punish Lara at all for walking across the map with the monks, picking up the relics, and also at the same time having a good scout around and finding what James is up to. She probably will see this extra TC. In fact, yes, Spearman over here on the stone sees James is heavily on stone and has a TC up. James converts that stone into a castle. Which is placed in the center of the map on this hill, which could be pivotal throughout the game. In fact, Lara wants to do exactly the same thing. Lara wants to face this exact same castle, actually even more aggressive, but we'll see this castle on the way for James and have to rethink.
Yeah, I'm looking at this castle here from James, like, with the uptime to Castle Age, Imperial Age coming in soon. I'm kind of questioning why he's not forward.
Oh yeah, Imp's on the way nearly.
Like, why is the castle not going forward?
Because he has no army, right? He has 1 camel and 1 monk. So it's exactly the same thing as the melee thing on Chaos Bit. Just didn't have the
send enough
control to go for it.
Just send enough.
Well,
or like what else are you going to be up against? Make 2 camels and you're fine.
I guess, yeah. There is stone underneath this castle at Paradox, so I think like the safe thing to do, the main event final thing to do, is to make this one, get the mining camp on the stone, pick up some more stone, and get another one forward later on. But just to be safe and sound in your own base, I guess it's probably fine. Actually, still has quite a nice Ville lead as well with the Persians. It's crazy, their economy is so good. Also, the fishing ships as well. I said it was 3 to 4 TCs, but of course we've got the docks producing.
Crazy. And like, I don't like we saw that Lara had 4 TCs. I honestly think you could have went forward with it and been confident in the choice.
Hmm.
But the
Well,
castle at home is safe. It is on a hill. It is nice. It's an Arabia castle for sure.
it's a James Gordon castle.
Yes. That's a way to describe it.
And also, James Gordon, really nice work with these light cav just being such a nuisance. Picking off a couple of monks, annoying the fills as well. Imp comes in, first order business, Trebuchet on the way from the castle. Actually, pop capped at 150, whereas Lara's got 100 pop on the field right now. And yeah, going to invest in more cavalry upgrades. Chain barding armor coming in. And also picking up some relics to deny those from the Lithuanian player. We've actually got 1 relic on the field already, so 1 relic for both. And James will just start to inch ahead in that regard. Imp still 40 seconds away for Lara Croft as the first Treb comes forward to start working away on this castle.
Yeah, Lara's gonna have the res for help straight off the bat. The army from James is going to the back and gonna see that quickly, so I wonder if we prioritize. Yeah, range is down instantly. University on the way, so gonna try and get the hand cannon ASAP.
Yep.
Nice one. And we actually have a big eco in the back here from Lara, and those light cav and camels actually rotate round to that mill and lumber camp. Could be a lot of dead bells if we're not paying
Ooh.
attention.
15 villagers there, no protection for them at all. James obviously knows about that location from previous raids in the past, but yeah, is doing such a good job now, working away at the back with the raids and also at the front. Trebuchet push. Chemistry is on the way. Minute
The
away.
light cav find it. The light cav find them. We don't have any attack upgrades, but that's brutal.
All the vills have to be pulled away, pulling them back from their duties, and the pikemen are sent over now. But yeah, just such a big distraction at the worst possible time for Lara, who's focused heavily on getting army numbers out on the field. But look at the res in the bank. Lara really needed those vills on the farms to gather the food. She needs to keep the pikes coming. And also she wants to protect chemistry. She needs the food for that as well. So really important timing there. And this stone wall next to the Trebs is really big because it protects these pikemen from getting in. So these trebuchets can work away on the castle at will. And James Gordon's looking in a really good spot now, Paradox.
Yeah, it's starting to put the foot to the floor. Hand cannons on the way now. Maybe. No, I think the eco numbers are fine at the moment, but the army numbers are slightly low. The castle is being repaired. No sign of bomber cannons on the way from Lara though. Has kind of like stonewalled off, so should be relatively safe now from any potential raids. Stone count, okay, we still have some stone in the back, but it's only 100. I think we needed to try and prioritize bomber cannon, but a farm and eco getting kicked off it for a little while is kind of hurt.
It really has. Such a nice raid at a critical moment. Like you say, the stone walls are going to help, but Paradox have got these 3 fire ships working away at the south on this stone wall, and actually sooner rather than later we'll break through that. Nice repairs on the castle for Lara. Does keep this castle alive for now, but at the cost of any more castles. All the stone's gone into repairing this one. So James says, all right then, I'll add a second one. And
GG. Oh, triple G.
Triple G from Lara.
Gennady Golovkin.
And she takes, oh, well, not she, well, James takes game 3 with the Persians on Nomad, which we thought probably was a map that Lara was hoping would be in the set rather than not in it. So that's got to feel good for James Gordon.
I think, what was he, when did Lara click up? Let me just quickly check. Like to play that kind of feudal approach, I think you need to be up. Let's have a look. Okay, we clicked up 935. I mean, it's not. It's probably enough to find a window against any normal civ, but against Persians, probably a little bit tricky.
Hmm.
And then if you click up a little bit earlier, you're really struggling to do land and water at the same time. So that's the thing.
Look at the res collected at the end of the game paradox.
It's going to
We're
be huge, isn't it?
6,000 food ahead,
Oh,
6,000
Jesus.
wood ahead.
10k in total.
Like,
Unbelievable.
yeah, that is brutal because, and you know, we still have 1,000 wood floating, but we spent 9,000 more of each of those. Or not 9,000 more each of those, 9,000 more res total, pretty much. So, that's a tough one for Lara there. But it's
Persians.
definitely more time in the series. Yeah, Persians, very
Persians getting
strong
Persian,
civ.
man.
They've not proved themselves very useful on Cup, but that was a really nice game for them on Nomad.
Yeah, and we had. Well, so let's just clarify this. Was technically a home map from James, and maybe
Yeah.
James is actually very comfortable playing on it. Who knows?
True. That's absolutely right. We did see a very, very interesting game between James and Noel on Arabia. Which, I mean, Lara is running out of maps on James's side of the
I know, right?
James's side of the pool, so might have to start dipping into those herself.
But only a game back. So that's nice. If these maps that you have picked, if you're in Laris's, and they're true home maps, I think you're still feeling fine after losing the last two games because you won game one. The next game is really crucial. So I think you have to be. I think this map you want to pick. I think you want a big momentum swing because you don't want it going out to 3-1 and then potentially being on match point all that time. So I think the next game for Lara especially is an absolute must win. So go with a proper comfort pick, or the map you think you're gonna have the biggest skill difference on, where you can almost not guarantee a win, but your best chances to win.
Yeah, like it's insane how different 2-2 feels to 3-1, right?
Yeah, it's a huge swing of that kind of like part of a best of 7.
It is going to be one of Lara's maps. It's Fortified Clearing we got up next.
Okay, and it's probably not going to be a huge surprise in Civs.
No.
It should just be Turks, and it should just be Bohemians. Unless we have something cooked up. No, it should just be Bohemians and Turks.
Indeed, that's what it is.
Yeah, Dave says I just don't know where else Italians goes. This is the problem for me with Italians now.
Well, I quite liked my plan of the Lithuanians on Fortress and Italians to counter them, but now we've seen them, I don't think it makes any sense, right? Because we're going to see Turks and Bohemians here. Although that's a good point actually. Okay, no, but Regicide Fortress, right? So Regicide Fortress, we got Chinese versus. Was that Italians? Was that Vietnamese?
What if it's Slavs and we just play Hal Boninger?
Ooh, that could be nice.
And then,
that could be really nice.
To me, it makes a lot of sense to play Slavs if you're going to be playing against Chinese, but didn't know at the time it was going to be Chinese. That's the thing. So Slavs was picked first and Chinese was picked last. So I don't know. I don't know what Lara's thinking the RF sub's going to be.
Okay, well, let's get into game 4, Paradox. A crucial game.
It is.
Are you pause the 10?
And pause. Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, guys. Game 4. Turks versus Bohemians on Regicide Fortress. A very pivotal moment in the series. If Lara Croft pulls this one back, it is a big momentum swing. Like Paradox said, you'd never want to let your opponent get 3 on the spin, I don't think. Especially in best of 7 where that puts them on match point. So Lara's going to want to pull this one back, tie up the series, and she has the Turks against Bohemians. Turks, obviously, this is one of those classic matchups, right? They have the longer ranged bombard cannons, which I think the high level players would say is better than having the Hufnitscher. But the Bohemians also have the Hufnitscher, right? And that's a very powerful unit in itself. It should be the battle of the long ranged siege from both players here when we get to Imperial Age.
Battle of the Cannons.
Battle of the Cannons, yeah.
And I'm so glad to go fortified Quirin. And I'm
Why?
so glad that we do not have Burgundians.
Oh, yes, of course. Do we have them banned? We did. James banned those first. Didn't want to play against them again. I think that's how we saw Lara advance to the grand final, right? Against Jay from Between Us. We saw Lara versus Jay, and Jay went for the Turks against Burgundians. And tried to do the fast imp forward bombard cannon hand cannon push. But yeah, Burgundians proved their strength. And so now we set up Turks versus Bohemians here instead.
Yeah, like Burgundians, I'm just kind of sick of seeing them on coast maps, to be honest. But this is like a classic matchup where we're seeing this like a year ago a lot. It was Turks versus Bohemians.
Paradox. 4 HP on this Bohemian villager for James Gordon.
I know, had to house trick it.
I mean, yeah, good to save that one. That's would have been a very big boo-boo at a key stage of the series. But no, does keep that one alive. Lara goes for some very nice walls here. Look at that. It's a perfect continuation of her base walls down the south. And it's just going to keep pushing. Oh my god, that sheep is bugging out. The pig having a disco. Keeps this deer coming. Oh, and already shot the deer.
Yeah,
The
that's
deer
the
reset.
like trying to reset it, but the deer's having none of it. Sad.
Yes. Waits for it to fully reset and walk all the way back, and now we can start pushing again. Let's see. 4 on wood for both doesn't really surprise me too much, but I guess it confirms we're not going to see any shenanigans. Is there ever a world like we sometimes in the training grounds tournament, obviously played between much lower rated players? We did see some players try something round the sides on this map. Is that ever on the cards? Like we just see everyone wall it all the time, but no one ever actually tries to push those walls in any sort of games I've seen.
I think with any strategy, you want to get payoff, right?
Hmm.
And I think it just has way more risk and way like a lot less chance to pay off.
I know.
Well, I guess.
And
I
like,
guess
why take the risk?
Well, I suppose my argument would be that if we're never doing it, then if that's never in our range, like in a sort of poker analogy, if our range never contains attacking around the sides, then our opponents can play against, like, use that information against us quite easily by just not walling early and just saving it. In fact, this is what James is doing. James is not walling the right-hand side with any real impetus because there's no risk. Right, can just send this one Vil who's finished all these walls, and she can pod her way over and build this one.
Yeah, but they see these walls on the left-hand side. When James was scouting there with the scout, He's missed the sheep or the pig, sorry, by 1 tile.
That's very sad.
It's very
Um,
sad. And now he's walled off wall, so he's not going to go back there. And James is probably now very confused.
Lara's gonna find it with the scout.
Oh my god. And actually sending 2 sheep back is... It's not bad. Potentially. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if you scout there. But if you find the gold, you probably do get it. Huh.
This is kind of bug abuse from Lara because the sheep should spawn inside the wall. I'd have thought. Classic bug abuse.
Hey, everyone's got to get map packs. And actually gonna find them. That is...
Yeah.
That is funny.
Jestem připravena.
Okay. Well, Heat on the way for Lara in the Turks. 27 pop. Click up. James Corden actually gonna go 28 pop up. That is interesting.
On stone.
On stone
Oh,
with 3
we're
vills.
going
Oh my
wagons.
god.
Are we going
Okay.
wagons?
Yes.
Please go wagons. Please go wagons.
He's going wagons
on,
and petards.
Come on, James. Come on, James. I don't even know if you need petards because I think you want to be producing war. Wait, I think you want to produce war wagons and just shoot the walls with the castle.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we're gonna see some aggression here for Lara for James. Wagons are worse as Turk Light Cav. Because they have the PS armor. Okay.
But you get light cap for free as well, which is kind of nice. Just
Yes, that is nice. These sheep are allowed into the base. I think it's funny, like in the lore of the game, I think it's kind of funny how sheep can control themselves. You know what I mean?
and they're back. Those 2 sheep are back, baby.
Yeah, like they've trekked all this way unguided. Very obedient pig. And here goes the market and blacksmith up for James Corden. 3 vills on stone. I guess he's got the special sauce because obviously Bohemians have mining upgrades for free. So I suppose you don't need as many vills on stone. Looks like he's going to have plenty of stone for a castle drop when the time comes.
Oh, but
Lara
also
will
going
be in
barracks.
Castle Age, but yeah, barracks is interesting. What's that for? Make a stable, make some light cav as well, but
I think just have a few spears with the castle drop.
oh, okay.
You don't you really don't want to. You really want to make sure you don't fuck up the castle drop, right? And
True.
going into Turks with a forward castle with no spears would be potential major Titanic.
Well, yes, actually, it's just as well because you have got Scout Cav, soon to be Light Cav, coming out for Lara Croft, and she will most likely get sight of this castle drop attempt before it is placed. Although, like you say, Paradox, with the Spearman, she may be powerless to stop it going up. Let's see. It depends how many vills James pulls and how accurate the Spearman micro is. The scout is just going to patrol outside the gate, it looks like. Make sure we're all looking at that. Is Loom in? Loom
Nope.
is not in, James Corden. Has the stone in the bank for the castle.
It is queued after Castle Age, though.
Ah,
But
yes, very good.
It is still a risk. And for 35 seconds, or we are on my end anyway, for sure, and we're not sending villagers yet. Is it just a defensive castle here?
Ooh, no, here we go. Vills
No, I
coming
think
forward now.
Are we just going to go for like the first hill, or where are we going with it?
So, Lara's up to Castle Age and Light Cav upgrade versus non-Light Cav Scout Cavalry. Obviously, the Light Cav's going to win that one.
Oh
and
my
the Vills
god,
are all running forward into the line of sight of the Scouts.
The spearman at the gate. 2 light cav are there.
spearmen aren't
First
there.
one's coming. Wim isn't in yet. 1 villager goes down.
Oh my god. Loom comes in now, but 1 Vill is lost and the castle's placed there. That's so much further back than James was hoping for.
And the light cav
And
can
needs
take
to
the
get the
engagement.
walls up quickly. Needs to get those walls up, does so. Get all the walls tapped. I think Lara will not be able to stop this castle going up, but that is way, way better for Lara than the castle which James wanted to place, which is right on her face. And actually, the monk's going to come and try and cause a nuisance, so I think probably just pick up the relics at this point.
Yeah, like it should be absolutely fine to pick up relics now. Like there's going to be nothing on the field from James. He does still have the one scout alive, so I'd like to see it being quite active and trying to pick up some monks where he can, but he's not, unfortunately. And he shouldn't be doing too much else. And here comes the scout. Should have noticed the relic.
Yeah, exactly.
But he hasn't, because he's not going towards the gate.
Missed opportunity.
It is a missed opportunity, and I can't really think what else James is doing. And James went for the castle. Lara sees this and is probably like, what the fuck? I didn't adds 2 TCs quickly afterwards and doesn't make any more light gav. So this is super good for Lara.
Well, we also haven't seen Redemption or a Siege Workshop or anything. Like, how's Lara going to stop these war wagons? Swag wagons. But Hussite wagons. Because we haven't got any... Like, they're just going to attack everything.
It's super rough, though, that the castle's not forward.
I feel like Cav should do quite well, actually.
And when they're, like, transferring across the map here, they'll do very, very good. Like, look yeah, like the full surround, the war wagons are slightly separated as well. The monks can also heal up the light camp, so they can come home, heal up, and then come back out.
True.
I think getting the forward castle there really needs to happen so you can get through the walls, and it gives you a really good pushing point. Well, now we're gonna have, like, our second castle is gonna have to be, like, right on the wall, or ideally inside the base, no?
Yeah.
Which...
Yeah, that's the thing. We get building up the stone for another castle, right? So definitely place another one. Petards into second castle, Boo says, and indeed we have got petards on the way. So like you say, probably we'll see that second castle placed within the confines of Lara's base. This is where I'd kind of like to see some redemption or something. Something from Lara.
I think that's what's getting saved up for here. We have 2 monks behind. We've got 2 relics, 3 relics, apologies. We're just waiting on the gold. So like 6 light cap, redemption monks. Lol.
1 petard and a bunch of Hussite wagon shots does do enough. And actually, James places it here. I was going to say, James placing that foundation outside, but now does rethink, sees as a window to place it within the walls, and does just that, and could even get it in range of the TC. There we go. That is the really, really aggressive castle.
Yeah, I like it.
Which James wanted to place, and as that scout cav still running around, does get sniped out now. Can Lara deny this castle? Going to be a tall order. We have got redemption in now. The Hussite wagon's moving forward. Monk pop into the TC. Light cav going to try and pull around and snipe the vills, or just get stuck on the stone, and the Hussite wagon's in front. And all the while, the castle's going up. It's 50% complete right now. The monks are working away. Where are the monks? So the monks are just picking up relics. We need the monks in defense. Light cav now changed their target to the villagers. 1 conversion does come through. The monk's going to drop off the relic and then get to converting again. Actually, doesn't quite drop off the relic. And all these relics are stuck underneath.
There's only 6 villagers forward.
98% though, Paradox. 99%, 100% complete. And the thing is with the relics, the monastery is actually underneath the castle anyway. Big underreaction from Lara Croft, and James Gordon's now is running wild inside the base. We have monasteries being forced up at the back. Hussite wagons can roll through. Sanctity coming in for the monks, but might be a little bit too little too late. The Hussite wagons are going to just do a really good job here against the monks in this number. Like 1 army to 12.
5 monasteries.
Oh god. Yeah, so many monasteries going up, but it's just too little too late.
What would Richard say, Bob? What would Richard say?
It's so
6 monasteries. That's not what Dickie would say, come on.
What would he say?
Somebody will know.
Oh, stop cheesing me?
Exactly.
Lara is getting big cheese at the moment.
And like, Hussites in their current state right now, they are cheese. There's no other way around it. They are super, super strong in 1v1s.
like Lara had the chance here. Like she did so well with the position of the game, and just underreacted massively to these Hussite wagons. The threat of them. I guess it was the second castle. Like Lara was not ready for that second castle. Didn't think the humans could get the stones so quickly. I guess was the idea. But yeah, they've got those mining upgrades, so can mine that stone so fast and place a second castle. And now, despite Lara being on 3 TCs to 1, or now 2 TCs to 1, 30 to 2 Eco KD. So actually,
We're getting a
James
lot of
Corden-
conversions as well.
Oh, we are getting a lot of conversions.
We're getting a lot of conversions, and this is huge. We got Redemption, we have Sanctity, 3 are over, 7 monks in the field, 2 more in the queue.
That's all the gold, Paradox. That's all the gold in the bank for Lara Croft. So these monks have to live and have to get their conversions off before they die. We have got some more conversions coming through, more targets locked on. Actually, the monks, the back line as well. So monks from all angles are finding some nice conversions here on the war wagons. More war wagons being added behind, though. No sign of any
Too many being
scout
added.
cabs. And yeah, it's
James
just
can make
so
another
tough.
castle. James can make another castle, and I think put it right in the farming space there. Ranges the gold as well.
Yep, definitely wants it forward. Could even place it on that hill if he's super ballsy with the placement. Probably can't quite get that one up. Lara, yeah,
Okay.
big. Well,
That's nice now, but there's a castle that I was looking for. In that farm space. I maybe take one villager and start waving in the farms.
yeah, exactly. And you can also place your castle on the space where the farms used to be as well. Lara does still have the Vill lead though, despite losing all the Vills of 38 to UKD. It's kind of nice for Lara to have the Vill lead right now, but it doesn't feel like it. She's under the cosh big time. Some really nice conversions have come through though.
Yeah, forging's coming in for... I have no idea.
Like that. Like that.
I mean, James doesn't have a stable. It's
Not
interesting
sure.
because you probably want that 150 foot to click up to him.
Yeah, probably. Well, definitely. Buys food now for quite a lot of gold, actually. The food price is not too healthy. And has slowed down the production of the Hussite wagons because they are now saving up for Imperial Age. The thing with Lara, she spent so much time picking up the relics. There's only now 3 in the monasteries, and they're underneath that castle. So, that's a tough one. Yeah, James could invest a bit of time in killing that monastery, picking up the relics. Like Lara's done a really nice thing and put 6 relics right underneath these castles for James, so he could just very happily pick them all up and get the gold income for himself. He will be up to Imp first, but needs to keep eating the market and keep getting on gold to click up. So, no loom for Lara. Yikes! That did not help. I'm sure.
I didn't even notice. Oh, look at the Eco KD wall.
I know.
None of it-
41
none-
to 2.
None of that makes a huge difference when you have this amount of like the Hussite wagons. They just wreck those. But yeah, that is oof. And James is just gonna like pull back now. Doesn't want to lose any numbers before clicking up to him. And Lara is thinking about 200 food for 150 gold. It's actually not. It's not that terrible.
Yeah, has quite a few builds in the queue. Actually, unqueued some villagers. What the big thing with Paradox is, yes, let's say you match the Bohemian uptime. Bohemians have 2 castles in your face. And Lara has not got the stones for any castle of her own, so she can't win a Treb War at all. She won't even be in a Treb War. So she's going to be heavily reliant on the bombard cannons. But James Corden can go for the monks with block printing redemption. He's picking up all the relics now, which is so nice for James.
Especially on low eco.
Yep.
But it's on free TCs now.
He's on 3TCs at home. Yeah, really nice stuff
White
behind
Cav.
this. Oh, and Lara's going to try and...
Goodness.
Okay, Lara's got a plan. She's cooking up here. We've got 8 builds on stone around the side. I think we're going to go forward castle, Janissaries. Or maybe we can place a defensive castle. But it could be a forward castle, Janissary treb push in the base for James.
I think we just defend with monks and go our own BBC at home. But I'm not
Okay.
seeing a siege workshop, and we are losing house and pop because the houses are going
Ooh.
down.
Yes, that hurts actually. Good work from James to not forget about those. You might as well use your wagons on those in this crucial moment on the way up to him. The calm after the storm, basically. And a forward TC for James, who wants to keep the pressure on in Lara's base. And here we go. Imp is in the way. Imp is in. Still a minute 30 for Lara, who's not giving up. She knows how important this game is in the series and does not want to resign before she absolutely has to here. Equal in vills, ahead in army actually is Lara, but it's a very fragile position for her now as well. And now light cav on the way for James Gordon. 2 Chebs in the queue as well. Hasn't got much vills on gold. This TC should fix that.
I'm really interested, Walt, that James completely stopped making us sites. Like, I know redemption's in for Lara, but like completely took the foot off the gas in that regard and decided to add eco. So probably wants to get to help, wants to get to cannon. But Lara, like, she has repositioned a lot.
Yeah, she's done really. It's really impressive how she's managed to migrate her base without losing the vill. She's not miles behind the villages. You know what I mean? She's obviously lost 40 villages. She's still actually not that far behind. And nice conversions coming in on these Hussite wagons who just paused outside the gate. Conversions do come through now. Light Cav are going to try and spoil the party, but the Hussite wagons can defend against those. And Lara now has 5 4 archery ranges, 5 ranges with hand cannons on the way. And can also get some trebs out from this castle at home. She can get some bombards out if she builds a siege workshop. And Paradox in a game with very little hope left for Lara Croft. She's doing really well to keep this one going on.
And like, this is the thing about fortified clear, and if you do get forwarded, there is a lot of space for you to slide your full eco into the back of.
Yep. I was making full use of that. Lots of gold around the side of it. Like, the big thing, like, there's 6 relics ticking up for James, which is so huge. And also Light Cav now coming forward on the monks. This is
For the
big.
monks.
If the Light Cav can dive these monks and deny the conversions on the side for Lara, that'll be really painful for her. The hand cannons are going to try their best. Take out the
Attacking
Light
the wrong
Cav.
things.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's like it's 4 conversions there. What the
That
hell?
was huge, and didn't lose all the monks either. These Chebs have to pack up. These Chebs have to pack up and run
boy.
to safety.
Oh boy.
And some get picked up on the way out. Is Lara going to pull this one from the rabbit from the hat? This would be a magnificent comeback if she
And then we
could
have-
win this one.
We got 2 trebs now as well. I would love just a bomber cannon as well from Lara.
Yes. Has
This
she
is
got a
the
siege
thing, we
workshop?
don't have
No.
any BBC.
No siege right now. Can't afford. Well, can't really afford much of anything. She's absolutely
On the limit.
fumes. Yeah,
Yeah.
all game she's been running on fumes, but is doing so well with this. And yeah, James Gordon.
Look at the army numbers. Look at the army numbers. Well,
I know.
30 to 70.
It's very low army numbers from James, but the thing is for James, the army numbers are low, but he has got the bombard cannons coming, which is a
We have
big
redemption monks
difference.
already though.
True. We have got
I don't think
redemption
it's
monks, and we
all
have got
assembled.
1,000 wood. Oh my god, the castle's going to go down. The Chebs are going down. The Trebs and the castle are going to go down. Is Lara going to pull this one out from
Oh my
the
God.
brink of death? And the monastery's going to go down as well. All those relics will pop out. Lara can pick those up again for herself if James is denied access to that one.
Look at Lara's repositioned the corner right hand side wall. Like loads of
I
farms
know.
down now. Looks really good. Managed all of that stress. So
She's
we have
gritted
3
her
trebs
teeth
now.
here.
Oh,
Picks
the
off
hand
the
cannons.
monk, picks off the BBC. 3 Trebs going to work away on this castle. James has stone in the bank. Just enough to
And the relics get
tear
ejected
this castle.
again.
Yep. Yep. That's
7
big.
of them there.
7 relics. Oh my god. 7 relics. That's huge. That's really, really huge. And Lara's got 100 bills. James has 120. And now we've got bombard cannons on the way for Lara. She has that siege workshop she was missing. It's on the way. The bombard cannons. The hand cannons take really nice fights here. Conscription in for Lara. Suddenly, things are starting to look in her favor once again. What an amazing comeback for Lara. It's absolutely not out of the woods yet, though. James has a very solid economy behind this, but he's lost the momentum that he once had.
So a lot of hand cannons went down the wall.
Yeah,
That is a lot of hand cannons went down the
conversions
Lara.
could
But
be
the
nicer.
castle also goes down. We need to get a monastery up ASAP.
Yes.
For Lara. We actually have one in 99.63%.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'd be worth going for.
Yes.
The hand cannons, though, the numbers of hand cannons are a big, big deal. Really needs an answer for these. Bombard cannon's going to try and take a shot. Every unit here for Lara is gold,
Trebs packed
literally gold dust.
Travis packed up. Say goodbye.
Bombard takes a nice attack ground, but can't quite convert. Market prices, I imagine, are pretty shocking. Actually, James Corden sells 100 food for 90 gold. Lara needs to get in on that action right now because she can make very good use of that wood and gold selling. Actually going to expand her eco back out into the lion's den.
If needs
And Hoof Nietzsche on the way. That's big, big deal. And James is going to pick up those relics again with the forward monastery. Not afraid of the potential for it to be denied again by Lara. Who's going to win this game, Paradox?
I think like the cannon upgrade coming in for James now is very good.
Yep.
I
But
think
artillery would be
Lara-
nice, though.
Yeah, artillery would be nice, but I think a little bit problematic at this stage. I think Lara needs to be attacking on the other side as well. Obviously, it's difficult, but we have like 69 on food. Hand
Nice.
cannons are only going to cost so much. Are we going to like try and have an attack from a different angle as well? Or do we even have like stables up?
Oh, you want Hussar from Turks?
I think it's not a bad idea
Mm-hmm.
to have some mobility on the map.
We have the starting scout cav has turned into a Hussar and it's just sitting outside James's base, the
I know, chilling.
right-hand side. Lara has done great here. Lara has done really well to push back these hand cannons. I wish she could just pick up the relics. That would make such a big difference to her gold, because the gold is the one resource she's lacking most of right now, and her obviously Turks, you know how much they need gold. So would do a really big favour for herself. And here come the stables. Big, big Hussar production at the back of the base. And just as James Corden is taking into elite skirmishers and fletching, Paradox. So this could be the perfect tech switch from both for Lara to take control in this game. And artillery's come on the way now as well. Artillery scale banding armor. Lara's making such a good series
And
of tech
artillery.
transitions here.
And artillery, yeah, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Bloodlines
Skirm
on the
choice
way.
is interesting.
Well, James is
When we
playing
have-
what he sees in front of him. Obviously,
When we
skirms
have
are
it
great
Nietzsche
against all
already
this.
though, I guess this is the thing. So like if Nietzsche should trade pretty decent against hand cannon, we may have Wagenberg and we have siege engineers. So I don't know if skirm is all that necessary.
Maybe not. And actually, Lara's getting pushed back quite heavily now with Hoof Nietzsche. Suddenly, a very, very scary proposition.
And now we're going
Um,
help. Say, like, I think maybe help should have just been the thing where we're going in the first place.
Yeah, but I understand it, right? Because it feels very scary to build halbs into the face of 40 hand cannons. Nice split micro from Lara Croft. Can she take out these Hufnicha very quickly? Has to split again. Big shots come through. There's two of them stacked on top of each other, so it makes it much more potent for Lara to try and deal with. And the artillery hand cannon sitting on top of the hill, gonna rain down as much as damage as it can from this fortified position. Actually, a rogue knight coming in now for Lara as well, and the hussar get in on the action round the back as well. Going to try and pick off the Hufnicha. Bombard cannon still firing away for Lara Croft. One
Guess
Hufnicha
one.
goes down.
Could get a second.
Retarget.
Could get a second. Could get a second. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. And castle on the right hand side. Hussar
Yes!
are waiting.
They're waiting, Paradox, and there might be an overchop. There's 4 wood left on this tree. There might be an overchop on this one tree right there, and that could be huge. Because the castle will break through the palisade walls in a matter of moments. Potentially before James can react. He sees the castle go up now. If Lara focuses this tower, the castle on the palisade wall, she can break through the wood line. Just going to kill the Vils for now. Meanwhile, we've got halberdiers fighting against hand cannons at the front. Relics being picked up by James Corden. Suddenly this game's got extremely chaotic. Extremely chaotic. And now we're going for the palisade wall. That foundation will go down in moments. We've got a castle being forced up by James Corden. But there's no way this castle's going to complete. At least not right now, because we've got the hussar on the charge. And there's no barracks back. There's one barracks in James's
barracks.
base.
They're all
So
forward.
cannot
They're in
make
the middle.
halves.
Oh boy.
And-
And I don't think he's maybe expecting that many Hussar.
No,
That's the
his
lot,
attention is
17.
completely split now.
I think that's what you have to do. Like, Bohemians ideally want to play like one big push down the middle with like, so you can just pay complete attention to the bombard cannons. But now things are slightly tricky. And Lara can just like put the hussar in the eco and just look away, right?
Yep.
But you're always
Whereas
having
James
pay
has to
attention to your army.
Build 3 castles at home.
Oh
Like, it's
my
such a
God.
big investment.
And might deny 2 of them, which is hilarious.
And
Have you
Turks,
know-
of course,
have you
Paradox,
noticed
have the Pierce armor. So they're even better
Yep.
under the TCs. They're killing so many villagers. Forging in now will make them even stronger. Suddenly, the Eco KD, Lara says, have some of that. And puts it right back in James's face. And all the halves now running home from across the map. We've deleted tiles of wall in our base to let the halves in easier. And that has distracted James Corden at the perfect possible time, because now Lara has the chance to really get herself in order at home. 143 bills for her, 126 for James. That by no means completely wiped him out, but it did really dent his economy at a key moment of the game, and has put Lara firmly on the front foot in terms of momentum.
I'm gonna make a comment here, Walt.
Hmm.
And this might potentially be one of the best ever fortified clearing games I've ever seen.
I think so. I think so. I can't remember a better one. What an incredible game, and I have no idea who's going to win still. I thought Lara was dead, Paradox, I'll be honest.
I mean, I think everybody just about that. They're like, I don't know what kind of like percentages and odds you want to give like Lara there. Maybe like 10% on a good day. It didn't look great.
Oh, yeah.
It's survived. Oh my god, then the Hussar are gonna get a clear up again.
So I clean up the Hufnicha. We do lose a bombard cannon for ourselves. And Paradox, one thing worth mentioning. James Corden has had the relics ticking away in this forward monastery for quite some time.
7.
And that's a big deal. Lara's run out of gold on the right-hand side of the map. We have this big patch of gold which we're working away on the left, just outside the base. But Lara Croft really needs to get these relics back and keep them. Keep them
We
safe.
have the gold at home.
We have the
We have
gold
the
at home,
gold
true.
at home, which we did get back.
But
And
like,
the relics have been ejected. The monastery is down.
we need to pick this up though. The monks are coming forward. The monks are coming forward to pick this up because this is so big. Turk trash obviously is not the most impressive. We've lost our position on the right-hand side. Other than Hussar, Turks don't get trash. So
Why have we not moved them back?
what? The relic.
Just too much, yeah, like just too much
Yeah.
going on. I think
Too much going
the
on.
game's just been too crazy. But God, like you can shift queue it, so it's something you can do relatively quickly. But just the chaotic nature of the game has probably felt like can't do it. And I think Lara is the one that's feeling way more in control of the game now.
Definitely, but the thing for James is Bohemians are just late game demons. Obviously Turks are as well, but with the Halbhufnicha, it's just such a strong composition and takes out a massive chunk of. Like, this is the thing with the hand cannons, right? They have to be on red alert with these Hufnicha. Like, they cannot pause for a moment, and that's so good for James. And even now the Howl's running forward to take out the bombard cannons. Like, this is so tough for Lara to play.
I might get the third one for free that's coming forward too, but the hand cannons do react.
Yeah, good work from
And
Lara
the
there.
castle did get cleared up on the right hand side. James starting to feel a little bit better, and like this is the thing, like you clear up this kind of push on the right hand side, you can then start to focus on this big push down the middle again, and it's kind of like it's kind of more clear that now once that James did that, he's like, okay, let's get back to business, baby.
Yeah, exactly. The Hufnicha taking really nice shots there. The artillery bombard cannons, though, working their magic as well. And actually doing good job to repair the guerrilla repairs there from that villager on the front line. And James Corden coming forward with loads of vills, but there's no stone for a castle, so not sure what these vills are up to. Has to pull them away. How many relics have we got on the field for both players now? We got two in the bank for Lara Croft. There's actually still one relic that James could get just outside his base in the center. Might come into play. Fortified wall for Lara Croft comes in. What?
Gold is actually a small problem for James as well.
Yeah, big,
Like,
definitely.
There's not a lot of gold left in the map.
No.
Hey, let's see if I can zoom out and double click.
Well, the thing for James is, though, that he has the halberdiers, right? So I'd rather be having Bohemian halbs against Turk Hussar, right? I guess you can't raid with halbs, though, nearly as easily. And Lara's going to try raid on left-hand side. This could be a big deal for James to deal with all over again. We'll have to deal with a raiding problem, but this time down the left-hand side.
And honestly, I think if you have like these relics picked up with your Lara, there should be enough gold income to replenish hand cannons. So
yes.
I maybe prefer Lara now.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Well, the army numbers constantly swinging back and forth just purely because of these Hufnicha shots are so impactful on Lara's ability. As soon as she pushes forward into these choke points, the Hufnicha unload their cannons and just completely destroy the clumped up group of hand cannons. So
chasing the monk. A camel.
And James has built a couple of barracks on the left-hand side here, but I think it's nothing which Lara can't deal with the Hussar, or monitor that as the game goes on. The Hussar now is going to dive on the Hufnicha. This is so good from Lara. It's this real opposition of who can take the better cleanups on the siege units, and when those happen, can you capitalize with some raiding elsewhere? It's James's turn to raid on the right. There's no defenses for Lara there, not even any Hussar, but they would be useless against the house anyway.
Need some hand cannon. Need some hand cannon on both sides. I actually love that James is forcing Lara to look in multiple spots now.
Yeah. Yes. Like APM economy is a real thing, and yeah, it has to garrison the TC, and GG is called. Are you not entertained? What a game! James Corden wins that one and goes 3-1 in the series. Lara Croft with an incredibly admirable defense there. What an amazing game. And just couldn't quite hold on. I think it's just the thing is, the difference is the Bohemian Halbs and Turk's lack of a real answer to that, which isn't a gold unit.
Yes. The gold control was a bit of an issue for Lara as well. Oh, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. Like, Lara could never really get to CA, which I think you'd probably prefer to get to.
Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, those relics. What a game.
Those relics just I don't know what side to be on.
No, they were very holy, but for different religions at different times. um, have a look through some of the stats. We obviously had
Crazy game, man.
a heavy number of Vil Eco KD in favour of James Corden, which completely negated itself later on with Lara's raids. But it's obviously way more impactful to do that damage earlier on. James Corden just about hanging on for the win there in a very scrappy game 4. And Lara's going to have to do a big effort now. If she wants to win the series, she's going to have to go back to back and make it 4-3, almost reverse sweep.
Sure is. And after that one, well, I need 2 minutes to go to the bathroom
All right.
because whew, these games are going, man. The boys are cooking, or the boys and the girls are cooking.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, see you in a bit. Yeah, what a game, guys, and what a series. It's really sort of grown as the series has gone on. We had the slightly nervy game 1, big stone walls on Chaos Pit. And then we moved on to Land Madness, where James Corden showed how to beat the Huns. Nomad, of course, a really nice win for James Corden there, but really the pinnacle of the series so far has definitely been Fortify Clearing, which James Corden does take. So, Bohemians beating Turks. Both players have their first picks left alive. Lara has she's out of chances. No lives left for Lara. This is her last chance saloon, and she needs to win all 3 of the remaining games so she can play them in whatever order she likes. It could be Fortress, Arabia, or Cup that Lara decides to go for. Lara should have won FC and Nomad. Oh. Yeah. Should be 4-0. Yeah, to be fair, Huns on Land Madness. If you're losing with Huns on Land Madness, you know what? Something's gone wrong. Gajara player didn't even go Camel Scouts as well, which upsets me.
Are you still banging on about Camel Scouts?
I'm banging on. Oh boy, Paradox. I've seen what game 5 is. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, it's surprised.
And the civs are very interesting. I think it's a very savvy play from James Corden.
Yes. I think there's been some mind games going on here. Where the hell do some of these other civs play, man? I don't even know if we find out. But...
Well, I suspect we're not going to find out where Italians are played. I don't think we're playing them on Arabia, and I don't think we're playing them on Cup. So, yeah. Fortress is the next map, and I'm paused at 10 if you are.
Me too.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. And the Civ matchup we have in game number 5 is Britons for Lara Croft against Vietnamese for James Corden, and obviously that is considered a nice counterpick for the Vietnamese, with the Rattan Archers doing really well against Britons. However, I guess it should be said that Britons are just a super duper strong late game Civ and might not be too fussed about the Rattan threat. They have options to work around it. So, yeah, not sure what you think.
I'm thinking about these 6 villagers in queue from Wire and just
Lewis confirmed.
what? Just getting Lewis vibes tonight.
Oh god.
Uh,
Remember, of course, got the reveal after this, which stands to be a pretty exciting one.
spicy.
Very spicy. The Gauss has been sharing the little tidbits of information.
Again, we've seen some very good games from James Corden here on RF before. We've seen the Spanish game, we've seen the Cubans game, so it's going to be a part of the game here. It's going to be a different civ with Vietnamese. And you know, their eco is super good now. Like, their eco is phenomenal with all the cheaper on the food.
Ooh, yes, that's true.
I kind of really like them for booming.
I like the I like the fact that you get the faster upgrades as well. The wheelbarrow, that's so nice. I think it saves a
Mhm.
bill also. So it does actually play out across the game. It is a kind of get ahead mechanic in these sort of situations, which can be quite impactful, I think, on especially maps like RF, where if you're talking about timings, it can really help. But Britain, so of course, they are an extremely strong booming civ in their own right.
Yeah, cheaper TCs is super nice, which really gets everything going.
Yeah.
When they don't cost anywhere near as much as 275 wood. I don't like. Britain's would still be really good, even if they were like. Well, say you only get like 75 wood off, and I would still feel good about it. Or 50 wood off, I would still feel good about it.
Mm-hmm. But it's 137 or whatever
It's
it is.
It's fucking loads.
It is ridiculous. Might see a scout hit on the king here or not. It just passed. No chance of that killing it anyway. Yeah, both players on the way to feudal. We have a difference in the build orders though. Lara actually goes up one vil later than James does. But yeah. After the chaos of last game, I think both players are gonna I think Vegiside Forge is quite a smart pick maybe from Lara because obviously has to win all the rest, right? And might just want to slow things down. Obviously, Bloodbay Clearing is a closed map in itself, but doesn't want to get too riled up in a feudal age play on Arabia or something, or like on Cut. So it wants to just calm down a bit.
Yeah. You see Market Blacksmith from James. And I'm expecting the same thing from Wara as well. We do have the barracks. You could see a stable, but it's not. It's going to be the same thing. And having 2 range units to potentially play from relics is kind of interesting.
Yes, that's true.
Of course, both coming from the castle. So
Yeah.
I wonder how much both players actually commit here to picking up the relics. Oh, and King's in the castle from James.
Is that a big
King in
deal?
the castle, king in the castle. You know what? Look at this. That movie wouldn't be okay today. You know what movie I'm referencing, right?
No,
Oh my god.
that's Titanic.
That is Titanic.
Oh,
Jeez. You're too young, man.
I just haven't watched many films.
You probably were just too young as well, actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what year were you born?
98.
Yeah, you were only 8 years old when Borat came out, so probably.
Oh. Yeah, I never watched the film.
Yeah. Okay, it'd probably get vetoed in present day. Okay, steak gnosis as well. All right.
we are going to see 2TCs more from both. They've mined the extra stone requisite to do that. Although James is actually holding off on a second. Oh, it hasn't got the wood. It's the big advantage of Britain's, right?
Lara,
that's
hey,
straight away.
Lara got enough to make way more than 2 additional TCs. Are we going insta full?
Oh my
go
god.
on. Go on.
She's cooking.
Yep. So gonna go for the 4th. This is what I fucking hate about Brits, man.
What you hate about them?
No, nothing to do with the William Wallace campaign. That's nothing to do with that. Promise.
Well, Lara's got plenty of food in the bank. She can definitely afford
know, right?
this. Although
Loads of food in the bank.
she'll want to place some farms quite quickly and hasn't got much wood. So what's the plan here, Paradox?
Market.
Okay.
Just buy
Like,
food.
Are we? But in terms of army composition, I'm assuming we want to see Rattans. But yeah, Rattan's actually on the way for James Corden already. And Britons have the late game. Well, against any other Civ, they would go Halb. Oh dear, sorry, pixels just running out my shirt. Halb, Treb, Longbow. Against Vietnamese, are we going to see something different?
Let's find out. I think the main thing you want to prioritize is probably Warwolf and Trebs. Like, that's going to be huge for you. Vietnamese have bombard cannons, of course, which Britons do not. If we have, like, longbows as full upgrades, they're going to have insane range with 12 range. There is going to be a little bit of cat and mouse here, for sure.
Yeah.
In terms of what we're going to be going for.
Well, I think the good news is for Lara that we're probably going to go to Imp, right? And 4 TCs to 3 is a big, big deal. No idle TC time for either player.
Really?
Well, a handful of seconds. But like
that was...
sometimes with 4 TCs instantly, you can struggle to keep them all working. But Lara has kept them all working really nicely.
It's less likely on RF because you have like the starting farms and everything, and you're still collecting the food on the uptime, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So you can go for these like Omega booms. I think the one big difference in terms of build here, of course, is the TC, but James is also trying to get relics in.
Yeah, that's true. Could be quite impactful. There is extra gold on Fortress. It's actually a decent amount of extra gold. Right, but it's nowhere near like on RF or Fortify Clearing, where we had tons of extra gold that Lara could expand to around the side. It's very, very different to that. There are little pockets. There are some chances to get extra gold if you don't have the relics, but it does put you that bit more on a clock than, say, Fortify Clearing.
Mm-hmm. And the monk, where is it going? Okay, left-hand side, you can see the Rattan is actually getting nuked by... Oh, the wolf is nuking... Oh, it was nuking the Rattan. Well,
Minus 1. Woo. Yep.
And there's plus 10 bells for Lara now.
That's big. That is really big. We have actually got Wheelbarrow and Handcart coming in for James, though.
Oof, I know.
And actually, that kind of makes up for the difference. So yeah, now Lara's going to get those in for herself. But 72 Vils without Wheelbarrow is probably too late. You want to get that one in a bit earlier, but it's tough to afford it all, I suppose.
I was just like, when you're in full boom mode, sometimes you just kind of forget when you're pumping out the villagers from the TC. But when you have 41 farms, yes, Wheelbarrow should probably already be in.
Yeah. I think Lara will get at least one relic. There's one relic really close to her base. She's scouted that. There's also one relic between well, close to James's base, but that's where the Rattans were. That Rattan died to the wolf. Could also maybe make a play for that. But probably should get at least one relic for Lara, so we'll have something trickling in as the game goes on. Bill numbers just creeping past 10 or 12 vills in the lead for Lara. And, well, walls up the north here with some stone walls just to make things
I
super
love it.
safe. Up top.
Cost you like barely nothing to secure some stone, secure your eco in the backside a little bit more, and also secure the wood.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it. And it's just like such minimal investment to do that. And honestly, if James does it, he doesn't really gain too much. A little bit of sliding space for placing farms, but apart from
Yeah.
that, not a lot.
Yeah, it's nice actually for Lara to get that up. She is going to be slightly slower to Imperial Age, but not much in it, I don't think. We can probably just sell a bit of food and maybe 100 stone. Pick up the Imp very, very shortly. But James has definitely done a better job of balancing the economy with Imp in mind. And yeah, well, what should we see on the way up? We're going to see a range for one thing, I guess, to get Thumb Ring, and then also could make some arbs, I suppose, to support the Rattan push. We're getting stone mining for the villages on stone to make more castles to make more Rattans with. Loom in for both, Imp on the way for both now. And Bod Canary, yeah. So James Corden's going to commit to these Rattans, at least for now. People in chat mentioning Vietnamese elephants, always an option for later on in the game. But for now, it'll be
Ted, don't know.
Rattans.
You don't know which player I am. Okay, Ted. Okay, G. Okay, buddy. Buckle. You ain't fooling anybody here.
Elite Skirm for Lara. So she recognizes the threat from the Rattans, obviously does see those on her wood line, so knows that's what's coming. The thing with Skirms is Rattans do have quite a lot of pierce armor, right? So you don't want to get too bogged down in Skirm.
I think it's still the
Defense?
best option, actually, though.
Okay.
I do think it's the best option. And we're going to go for them. Skirm. Oh my god, we just got like straight Skirmore. Beautiful. And that's
Oh
not
boy.
surprising for Britons versus Vietnamese.
Yeah, true. And these two petards could actually cause some nuisance. The thing for Lara we didn't mention much was the placement of the towers in the castle in her base. They're really nicely protecting the front of her base.
I think they get vision. I think that's the main thing. Like, you can see a lot.
Yeah, true. An Imp is now in for Lara. Castle going for the back. What is she going to go for here? Obviously keeps the skirm production coming. And Bracer on the way. Ballistics as well. The petards are going to break through here at the front. There's a tower right underneath that
Strange place to petard in.
thing.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
And some Treb's going to come out for both players. We have got the Vietnamese Trebs out first, and we have the forward castle for Vietnamese who can, well, keep the pressure on this castle and keep Lara repairing this castle and should eventually win the Treb war in this situation. Although I guess Lara has Trebs up coming from home from behind her castle as well. Skirm's going to try to pick out the Trebs. And a lot of stone, yes, and a lot of stone. Warwolf Trebs obviously would be great because you can have 100% accuracy and take out the opponent trebuchets for sure. Imperial Skirm is in, and we have fully upgraded archers for both, except Lara's missing last armor. Although castle is about to fall for Lara, this is a big deal for her, obviously. Vietnamese Imperial Skirm's really, really nice. This is why they're so strong against Britons,
Tesla
especially.
goes down.
But we might need Onager here, right? For Lara or something else. You know what I mean?
BBC already on the field, like you just
Ooh.
you needed Warwolf like ASAP, and it's coming now.
Coming now.
It's
Okay.
coming now. And oh my god, look at this golden saturation of it. Jesus
know.
fucking Christ. There's 43. Okay, some are getting pulled away. There's like 43 villagers there.
Well,
Oh,
it's desperate times, right? Because that is Lara's gold in her base. She needs to mine that. But it's right at the front of her economy. Also, her king is in this tower, which is slightly sketchy for her.
Warwolf's
James
in now
couldn't-
though.
Yeah.
Warwolf is heckin' scary.
And, well, yeah, all of those units have to split themselves up because they recognize the threat of the Trebs, which could unleash their volleys on them. PC goes down. The bombard cannons and Trebs work away on that PC. Do get it over. Quite a couple of nice shots coming in on those trebuchets. The trebuchets attack the bombard cannon now. Good mech from the bombard cannon to escape those shots. Trebuchets, one
Huge
of them,
repair
quite
belts.
low HP. Nice shot from the trebuchets.
Ah, beautiful.
Doing a good job, Lara. Again, just like in last game, back against the wall here. Has boomed up really nicely, maybe even overboomed, but not fully popped yet, so I don't think there's any danger of that just now. But yeah, has got a ton of vills on the field, and a lot of reds coming in, but the challenge for her is that she cannot push out against the Imperial skirms and bombard cannons just now.
Yeah,
Keeps
Well, I
coming in.
think we're
Okay,
fine.
that's the idea.
Guard tower first though. Just help defend the tower, of course, because the king is in there. I think the skirms actually kill the bombard cannon here, which is actually really nice from Lara. We've
Yeah.
seen how Lara defended the last game. I kind of feel like now we have Warwolf. I feel like we're alright. Oh, but is the Ellie switch coming?
The Elliot switch is going to come. Yep.
It is.
Nice. Huh. Oh god. Okay, we've got 2 towers up at least for Lara. That's quite nice. Jabs
Yeah, and
roll
another one
forward
on the
a
way
touch.
on the gold.
Yep. These Imperial skirmishers with chemistry do a lot of damage to villagers. Like this many of them can easily one-shot the villagers, one volley the villagers. The Warlords Trebs need to pack up and probably go forward for these Trebs, I would say. As the towers are going to start falling. And Lara, it's so tough for her. This is a really clever play from James Corden to pick the Vietnamese here. And he's just going to get all of the technologies before going for the elephant switch, just to make sure that there is maximum potential damage on arrival. Yeoman is in, which will affect the towers as well, right? Give them a bit more range. But the trebuchet is working away on the towers now as well. Lara's going to try and move forward to defend in this Treb war, but yeah, isn't quite there right now. So those towers go down. Lara spent a lot of stone building and repairing towers, which have ultimately not got her anything actually in return. And the Wall of Trebs now going for the trebuchets. Nearly get some. We also go for the bombard cannon as well. Boink! Lands that one. Very nicely done. And here we
5
go.
Trebs.
Elite Battle Elephant.
Ooh. 5 Trebs is not to be understated. I'm like,
No.
Lara still has a lot of gold in the bank and stone. If we can like recognize the elephant switch quick enough, this could be okay. Let's pop cap the 160 bells. We don't have a lot of barracks out. Okay, we're actually thinking about adding more barracks. Ooh.
Yeah, recognizes that. I guess feels that sort of an eerie feeling like where is James's stuff here? Actually going to go to the north here, try and build some keeps or towers on this gold. Just ultimately loses a bunch of vills underneath the castle and spots these trebuchets at least, which is a nice thing to find, but won't do any favors in that quest for more gold. Is just
Why?
the 1 relic to 4.
Why are they totally unguarded?
What?
The
villagers.
Trebs from James.
I don't know. The feels there's no mobile army enough to clean them up, but
I mean, you still got to protect your trebs.
Yeah. A couple of Wall of Trebs could sort those out. Or some pikemen on the way.
Could have sent villagers.
Trebs unpacking now could unleash a volley on the Imperial skirmishers. Here come the elephants though, Paradox. There's 22 elite battle elephants fully upgraded on the way, and these skirmishers stand no chance. There's tons of pikes coming into the queue now. We got arrow slits on the way. Scale mail armor. Has he got the unique tech? I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. It does, yep.
420 HP.
Yep.
And Halberdier is on the way now, but it might be a little bit too late. Remember, if James Corden wins this game, he is the winner of the main event of GB Hidden Cup 2. And
That's a hard switch. It's a lot of elephants.
Did so well to hide that, not showing any upgrades or anything like that. Paper money even coming in now. And actually, James Corden can go for guard tower themselves. The elephants all over the eco. The Trebs have moved all the way to the back of Lara's base, but can't keep themselves safe against these Vietnamese elite battle elephants. And suddenly the game has completely flipped on its head. Lara was defending quite nicely there, the army lead for her. And now James is taking over. And GG, well played, Gratz, is called. James Corden is the 4-1 winner of the main event of GB Hidden Cup 2. big congratulations
To Cappy.
to Cappy there. Yep. Big congrats to Cappy. And yeah, GG well played both. Yeah, absolutely right.
Oh, hang on. The APM is 61. It's not Cappy. My bad.
That's double Cappy APM.
It's two Cappies.
Yeah, two Cappies. Oh gosh, and a heartbreaking one for Lara Croft, especially after Game 4. If you didn't see that one, definitely watch it back. The most incredible fortified clearing game I've seen. But yes, big congratulations go to James Corden. Hopefully everyone gives you some good kudos there, and we will find out soon enough the true identity of James Corden, and of course, everybody else in the reveal video.
Ooh. Yep, well played to James. The gal said that Vietnamese Sellies are one of the most underrated units in the game, but that plus 100 HP, man, is sick.
Yeah, it's just huge, and like it's such a brutal switch at a big moment of the game. Like there's no real coming back for that. 4-1, a pretty it's a tough scoreline for Lara to deal with, I think, because it doesn't quite reflect how even those games were. I think there was some very close games, and it could have gone either way. But James Corden just slightly edged them out. And did really well there.
It doesn't help that James Corden is literally cheesing Lara.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Dickie all this time.
Also, I can't believe the pantomime villain of the whole thing has won the event.
I know, I'd like to celebrate this victory, but I'm really struggling to find myself to do that.
Oh,
Like,
Lara
no
Croft
offense to
was
James. This is the one person I really didn't want to win was James Corden.
Yeah, like Lara Croft's such a fan favorite as well.
And James is practically American now, but I think even the Americans are rejecting James.
Yeah,
That says a lot.
exactly. Okay, well,
GG get wrecked.
Paradox. We're moving on now to the reveal after a little break. How many guesses do you think you've got right?
Oof, it's a good question. I think I'm fairly confident with 9 to 10, and then we're kind of these opening round ones are Is it or is it not this person?
Yeah.
How many do you think you have?
I think I might have 16.
Okay, bro.
But in chat, say if you think you've got them all right or not. Alice is laughing. Shall I share my guesses? Is that a good time to do it?
You think you got 16? What are you talking about, man?
I'm confident, man. Look, let me put my guesses on screen.
So many times I thought your head's gone this full tourney. This is a pinnacle. Your head is truly gone right now.
There's just no way I'm wrong here. Alright, you guys ready for this?
You know, I'm very confident on. I'm very confident on Lewis. I'm very confident on Ted.
How do I zoom in? Here we go. Right, check these out, guys. See what you think of this.
Okay, let's have a guess and analysis.
Guess analysis, and then we'll go into a little break, and then we'll go into the reveal. So Adele, Richard, yep. Angel of the North, Dave Hun. Okay, maybe that's wrong. Basil Spanji.
I can see it. I can see
Promise
Basil
sake.
Spanji. I think it's a guarantee.
Angel's Kathy. You agree with 8? You agree with 8 of mine. What? You disagree with half of them.
I think Dave and Cappy could be switched around, potentially. But
I'm cooked.
This is the thing. Dave, Fanji, and Cappy is very difficult.
Okay, Dan and T, Dan and Smith. I think that's right. Gordon Lewis, yes. Aston, Hermione.
Yes, come on.
Well, oh god, now I think Aston might be someone else.
Aston and Hermione, let's not fucking do this right now.
What? Oh god, this is the answer sheet, guys. If you didn't get these, you're unfortunately not going to do very well in the reveal. And Jay is Ted. That's 100% sure.
Jay is
Katz
Ted.
is Raven.
I've never been more certain than somebody than Jay. Like, do you know what? It's such blind luck that I know Ted is Jay. Purely from just watching the stream the night before because we're playing squad.
I know. That's so
watching
funny.
the spell and I'm like, what is this? And then the person does it 2 days later. I'm like, okay, that's 100% Ted.
I'm more certain knowing than Ted than they are in Jay. That's so funny. So yeah, I guess we can go through the bracket then. But anyway, never mind. Let's do the actual reveal and rather than my copium list. But yeah, that is the answer sheet if you are interested, guys. Little spoiler for the reveal video. That's all the answers. Definitely got them all right. Okay, but yes, in 5 minutes time we will do the reveal. I am gonna have a chicken sandwich, and if you want to change your guess after the final, I felt it would be unfair to you to have to submit your guesses on Thursday and then be locked in on them. Oh my god, you see something so surprising in the final. I doubt anyone's seen anything super crazy, although obviously we did see Lewis confirmed, so maybe that'll change your mind. But
I mean, Lewis is streaming right now, so I want to see if he's watching the stream.
Oh.
So, obviously he got really far, right?
Yeah. Well, he was in the final. He's just playing it cool.
Exactly.
Okay. See you guys in 5 minutes to play a more hype song for this moment. What's a good one? Let's see. Carpool karaoke. Maybe we should actually. I'll get copyright strike.
Just have the webcam on, man. You can react to it when it's actually
5 minutes of react content to Carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do 5 minutes of silver scrapes. Why not? Okay. Okay, guys. See you in 5. Okay, guys. Are you ready? You see the length of it. It's a big it's a big boy. It's a big boy.
Jeez.
Okay, before we begin, there's a couple of things.
Popcorn ready, guys.
Do we want chat on the screen or not? Probably not. Also, we need to guess in chat who is the secret admin of the tournament.
I've never heard WTF. Secret admin is breakfast.
Could be
That's the
right.
First reveal. Yeah. Lewis, Huggy, Pixel. No.
Lewis,
Big House,
Lewis is
no.
a good guess as well, man.
No, not Vinny. Not Mel. Yeah, it wasn't P-Joff either.
Secret admin is so successful. Like, you were secret admin last year. No one
Yep.
got you well.
No.
And I think for the secret admin might have to remain a secret.
I don't think anyone's going to get it. Nilly? No.
I don't think anyone's going to get it.
Toby? No.
Nelly. Salted. Oh. I'm gonna have to find out in the video.
Okay, Paradox. Shall we shall we begin this journey?
Go to 10 seconds. I'm just kidding.
Go to 10 seconds. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, obviously neither of us have seen this video before. So this was made entirely by Dagast. And we have not watched it. And we will be watching along with you guys as we go here.
I will say, if you've not noticed already, it's 26.5 minutes, guys. So if you want to go and get some popcorn and a drink, you have to do it right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you better have got your cup of tea in that countdown.
This is a feature-length film.
Okay.
What's that Stephen Graham, the film that's all done in one shot? The one about cooking. That's
Oh
longer
yeah,
than
I know
that.
what you mean. No,
Boiling Point.
Boiling Point, yes.
Boiling Point.
Yes.
So
yes.
It's all about getting cooked on. Yeah.
Cooking
Same thing
point.
here.
Oh god.
Cooking point.
Okay.
Give me the countdown when you're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. And let me know on the audio levels, guys. You can definitely see it. I mean, it's very foolhardy to pick Land Madness, Chaos Bit and stuff into the...
Very retro.
Oh my god, those conversions are quick. The Inquisition conversions on the Hussar.
Oh.
Wow. Holy smokes. Adele, 97 APM. Peak average.
Excuse me?
Like, that
Oh my
is
God.
rapid. Probably 89.
This is Dicky. This is Dicky.
It actually might be, you know, it actually might be Dicky. But that means Brum is seriously strong player.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey. Oh no. Please. Give me an R.
Yes.
Yes. Come on. 1 for 1.
1 for 1, baby.
I knew Dicky was going a bit quiet.
Thanks. Goes for Castle now on the Liam right, Gallagher.
This is a big one. This is a big one.
This is huge. Watch out.
Really don't understand this. Really don't understand this guy.
Oh god.
Is this Anton? This feels Those more and
walls.
more like Anton.
I don't think it is. I'm worried it's
CA
breakfast
massing up
now.
behind the wall. So actually deletes a hole.
That's what I've got. I've got breakfast.
Is that what
Give me
you're
breakfast.
doing? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay, right, it's Anton. It's 100, that is...
Oh my
That
god.
is, that is 100% Anton.
Why did he run out there?
It's not Anton, guys. It was a moment, okay?
This is incredible, the Ghost. Cappy, what? What? Oh my god, 22%! What?
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hell is going on here?
Hermione.
It's definitely not
This is
expected spawn, and we're talking about the mill earlier in the walls, and the scouts get in.
This is two very cheap kills for Hermione. Hermione can't fight this.
I'm gonna
we're gonna go
cam,
for it.
cam back on.
She's gonna go, give it a go. I think this is gonna turn quite ugly for her. Chasing down the archers quickly. Maybe
Why we
that's
not
a
wait for
good
bloodlines?
call.
Can you
Say
go-
that though, Paradox? I think she did way, way better than she had a right to.
Okay, I just we need to get into the real details here. No, we're in the scout. Sorry, we're in the boar with the scout. Hermione is we're in the boar with the Vel.
Oh my
And
god.
if that is not this, come on. If I was thinking that in a couple of days ago, I'm even more so thinking that now.
Taking a game off Dave on Land Madness is, I would say,
Is
no
that
mean
it?
feat.
The build up is too
And-
good.
And not no disrespect to Breakfast, but I feel like
The build up's there.
Breakfast wouldn't.
They're
The
really
boy?
What? Trolling. Who's trolling? Show me
Oh,
acid,
it
baby.
was
Fucking
acid.
come on! Fucking get it.
Oh,
Fucking get it. Big fudge.
I can't remember. Posh.
Oh, the
this is-
window! Oh my
Oh,
god,
nice.
Posh is absolutely dunking on Danny there. Look at that. It is unfortunately his own wood economy though. But that is absolutely incredible play from Posh Spice. Good point by Atom in the chat. Let's go, baby. Turtle ship from both
Okay, it's towers. It's actually towers.
ponds. Yeah, towers. So it's gonna be turtles and towers.
Feels
Oh my
toady,
God.
man.
And here comes the turtle. Look at how beastly that is.
And this is feeling more and more toady like with the second.
Breakfast we've not seen yet.
So literally saying the same thing. Okay.
Because Breakfast obviously wouldn't win a game against Dave Hunt.
Oh.
Okay, Danny Dyer was watching the videos. Toady 70%.
Yeah.
Give me a T. Give me an O. Give me an E, T, and a Y.
Nice.
Yeah, so I doubt we're gonna see
Wait.
a.
That's 70%. That's a caster
No
direct
loom.
vote.
Oh,
That's what
please
that
tell me
is.
got loom.
Yep.
No,
We did well there,
loom for
Paradox.
Dennis, this is a big, big mistake.
Influencing
oh,
the
nice quick
masses.
walls. Oh, Basil.
No, this is a tough one.
That's it.
Basil.
Who-
So I had Dan for this, didn't I?
So did I, because I think like I think the
look
strap
at-
was
oh,
there.
Look at the
Oh, man.
micro. Let's go.
That's
This feels very Dan. The stone wall asides, like Dan or Fan.
Okay, that
someone
Caucasian
who's a
doesn't sound
stone
like
wall
me.
enjoyer.
It must be
Oh,
terrible.
everybody see! Look! I wasn't alone. Who was it? Chris Pelham!
It's Pelham. Yeah.
That's what Pete said. Pete's doing well so far.
Oh my god.
Angel could make a dock in the southern pond.
This is
right?
a big one.
Start
This is a
getting
big one,
fish.
Walt.
Oh my god, this is huge. This is
It's
a
always going
huge
to be
one.
an option for both players. Doesn't look like it's going to be priority yet. I ended up going for
Angel, Angel
Fanjay.
being
Player 6.
Very, very annoying.
And another
Fog
Fog
of the
Assault.
That scout has.
Who did I say? Did I say
killed-
Dave in
got
the end?
3
I said
villager
Dave,
kills
didn't I?
from that scout. That's huge. Oh boy. Okay. Angel
I
looks
think
like a
Cappy or Fanjay
castle
will
at the
have
same
made the
time
wrong choice.
Lara does. This is
Oh,
gonna be
it's fucking
brutal.
Yeah, just get PG.
Here come
And
the
it's-
steppies.
And there's 5 mangonels there. Orange is
Oh
a
my
minute away.
God, all the
This is
mangonels.
the
are gonna
finalists.
die.
Game
Needs a
5.
great attack,
Mongols
guys.
versus Ethiopians.
Needs another one. Step Lancers. It feels too fancy, man.
another one.
Oh no, all the mangonels are gonna die. Angel will be having a smile on their face. I can just, I can almost see the smile on their face. Yeah. Like
I think,
APMs in the
honestly, Fanjay could
30s.
be Angel.
Well, APMs in the
Ooh,
30s. all
set up.
Series.
Fanjay could be
Um,
hungover. That's a setup, Walt. That's a setup.
Oh no.
Or is it Kathy? Oh, come on. Yes. Come on.
Oh no. Oh, the viewers were right.
Give me
The
Fancy.
viewers
Give me an
were
F.
right.
Give me an F.
Yes.
Give me an F. No.
It was Cappy.
No.
Oh. Cappy nearly beat
19
whoever,
characters. The Knights definitely win this fight.
Lara Croft.
Especially with the 3 Scorpions behind.
Savoy, maybe.
Knight from
Yeah.
Jay,
Well,
who
maybe.
could get a lot of kills.
Maybe.
The Scorpions unleash their ballistas on those
That's
weak
incredible.
Cav archers. There's so many low HP ones in
Who's
there.
Jess,
The Knights
then?
are going to kill some
Okay, it
Scorps.
has to be
But
breakfast,
the Scorpions
right?
are still firing. Jay is going to lose a lot of units.
Yes.
So
This could be breakfast.
I'm
Jess
in.
has got a lot
I'm in
on
the
her
absolute
mind right
mud
now.
wall.
And these fishing ships are in harm's way.
You're
What are these
you're
fishing ships
doing all right
They
compared
have
to me.
go safer. Where are they? What are they doing?
It's
I'm
Mr. 16
cooked.
out of 16.
Jay!
I'm yeah, 16's off.
Oh my goodness me,
You
Jay!
don't say.
Jaws music. Boom. Nice hit from Demo. And yeah, Jay. Well, oh my god. Okay. Jess has no chill at all. Oh my god. Yes, Grey is breakfast. Grey is breakfast. That's true. If you're not a 3-0 loser, breakfast, I'll be devastated.
Fucking hell. I didn't realize you were this toxic, Paul.
Oh my god. Oh, it was
was a
Brecky. It was Brecky.
breakfast.
GG Brecky.
Let's never talk about this again. Okay, 8:15 in the morning, and it's early, so not fancy confirmed.
Fred- Oh no, it was. I saw this. I saw this.
Okay, that's a DM.
Like that's got a whisper. One sec. Oh.
Wait, IDK. Oh my god, that's a 2040.
Kinda, I don't know. Right.
Oh god.
Jesus. And that was like the start of a game.
Yeah. I forgot about the other account. Oh god.
Oh.
Okay.
But we can
Those
blame
are the
Atten for this one
quarterfinals.
because Atten got Lewis signed up. Oh fuck. Forget about
And it
Lewis'
looks
fault.
like-
It's Atten's fault.
It's Atten's fault. Atten's not getting invited.
Adele's lost
Fucked Atten.
focus slightly of these villagers. I think she has to run away. Another
Okay,
villager
so
down, 2-0 on Eco KD. And the man at arms can't even find one yellow villager.
this
They're
is
gonna run
now
through that
the
gap. There's no build
quarterfinal
there.
exits.
There's no build. There's no build.
This is a
The
meatball.
Hussars
Can't get through.
can charge through. They're stuck.
Oh, look at this.
Hussars stuck.
I know, right?
Huge.
Oh my god, what are we doing here, Hussar? You gotta get through or come out. Don't stay in there. The hand cannon's been converted from behind. This is a massacre in here. I'm not quite sure how much damage the Hussar are doing.
I don't quite know what to say about this wall.
It means Brum is seriously strong player. Because 3-0ing Vicky is not many players in the tournament level.
Salty says that the Alice. I'm actually getting some Hallis vibes from Brum as well. But
I actually think Brum might be Hallis, honestly.
we know that's
Ooh.
not the case now, right?
Brum gets walled in here.
We think.
GG.
Could be Steak.
Yeah,
It's the winner.
unlikely to happen.
The bills are coming.
Ooh.
The bills are coming,
Oh,
Paradox.
Please don't do this to me.
Holy shit.
I mean, our man Boo
Okay.
definitely thought about it.
I
Yeah.
do not know who we've just seen beat who anymore. I feel like Hallis would be the prediction to
This
win
is
the whole
this
thing.
is like peak cooked territory
So-
right here, Walt.
Yeah, this is when I was
Hallis-
deep in the deep fat
Is that-
fryer.
what's a
Hallis,
proper
is that
spanner?
We were
steak?
we were gone.
Proper spanner in the
See, exactly.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, it was steak.
It's a meatball. That is a meatball. Keep in the sauce and meat.
Oh yeah, well it's gonna be very useful these nights out.
Oh,
on
Danny
bills
Dyer,
on
so
the wrong
I
side.
thought this
Nice
was
big ball
Cappy.
on the bill, though.
But it's not.
Gillnet's in. for
I
Danny.
also thought it was Cappy's, so it has to
Siege
be
Workshop gonna get
Dave.
Converted. Siege Workshop. Is
Ah, yes.
Is going to get
This
converted
must
by
be
this
Dave.
monk. Deletes the mill, but that's not the right one.
I believe. Oh, he's waiting for the mangonel.
Oh,
Waiting
makes
for the
Mangonel. Oh, and deletes it.
then deletes it. Or Fanji. It could be Fanji.
No, the Mangonel is the
I think it
one.
could be Dave.
Oh no, it gets
I had
converted.
Basil as Dave. Oh no,
Yeah.
please.
The Siege Giants break through, and these light cabs are going to try and find a tower or some fortification that the king is hiding in. The king has moved. The king has moved right to the corner of the map with a bill building a tower in the corner of the map.
This is huge.
Danny knows. Danny knows what's up as well. Oh my god.
We're
Danny
fine. I mean, I had Daddy's
is
Cappy, so.
cooking. Incan castles are cheaper.
This is
Nice
neon
shot on
pick
the
that got
crossbows.
me. But it could be a Fanji things thing
uh,
as well. For Cappy. I'm not 100% sure because I think it is pub. It's just a matter of what pub player it is. For Danny here, my first thought was Boo in the previous round, but I was talking about that kind of love trifecta that Boo,
Yeah.
Dave, and Cappy have, and it's another of these ones where I think it's potentially Cappy or Boo, and then the other one's probably Angel North. This is a tough one.
Oh my god.
But keep in mind that's in the moment, right?
True. Dave! It was Dave! Had to be, I guess.
Fucking I hate these pub players, man. They're all playing the fucking exact same.
Probably going to die.
You still
anyway.
are you still
That's
perfect,
nice
Pete?
shot. Obviously, uphill means that they should die in a full volley, but that's a good attack ground.
Too many
Oh my
missiles,
god.
too many-
That is amazing.
too
That's
many
really good.
people
I think
in the
I think
chat
if you have them all right at
talking
this
about
point,
Basil's
probably getting them all.
Mangonel micro being good.
got
and-
stage
and
right.
it's-
Yeah, because the
it's-
quarters are the
it's,
most difficult ones. Sorry, the
All the
round 16 is
questionable
the most
ones are
difficult.
gone now.
Oh, that was
Like
good
all
Yeah.
the questionable ones are gone now.
Oh my god, Basil is kind of styling on him, to be honest, though, didn't he? Basil's noticed, but just simply cannot pull all the bills back. So
I
it's
fucking
gonna be
knew
some
Basil
bills
was
traded
Fanji.
over here.
I changed it.
And the Mangonel pops out. It's a nice hit, but chemistry on these units means that they do lots of damage back. Nice
God.
volley from the Mangonel. Can it live a third shot? It can. Cleans up all the units. That was such a good Mangonel. Powerful. That's a really nice bonus. Watch out though. Nice split around that Mangonel shot. All the shots missing so far. Great.
This was a harsh
control
series for Basil. Like, this was a 3-0 loss, right?
Really
It
good
was super
control.
close.
Is this steak? It's really nice.
Yeah, back in
Maybe it's
like
head.
back in Arabia was an interesting one to
It-
me.
Whoever it is, they're an absolute god at the Mangonel micro. I mean, are you kidding me?
That is the Fanji thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Don't,
Fanji.
okay, case
I am a
closed.
mango Michael.
Case is closed, guys. Fanji not walling like that? A Dan MT confirmed. Oldville's forward.
I mean, that they
to
are
repair
beautiful fucking walls.
houses. And yes, two can play at that game. Two can play at that game, Lara. Walls in the bills.
Wow. A clean sweep, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Everybody guessed it. I mean, I guess it's slightly
Oh,
surprising
I feel bad
that
for Dave
Helen
because
guessed
that,
it.
Oh wow, whoa.
They're
Oh,
they're both
actually going
older
for
school
another
players, right? So
Oh
they're
my god,
probably
True.
playing
Raven is
against
gaming,
each other a
guys.
lot.
Raven is gaming. What on earth?
I think it makes
Haven't
sense.
seen the knights though, and here come the
Gotta get
knights.
back.
I can't watch this again.
Soldier pathing.
Oh
I'm
my
covering my
God.
eyes.
Oh,
Oh, what a self-inflicted wound.
I can't watch
Raven
this.
can come forward for
I'm
a
deliberately
lane,
not watching. Okay, go back.
pushing a deer all the way back and sending a bill forward to snipe some deer as well. Looks like. Okay, no, he's pushing a deer away and killing the bill.
This is absolute bedlam.
Yeah. This is if you were saying that Cats always plays the gotcha, the mini map, like the map looks like someone who wants to play Sakotcha. Cappy in chat says, I marked Raven down as Cats from the moment they streamed a voice call. Exactly. Like it's all lining up. It is all lining up. I think the clues were there.
We did.
I mean,
say
we're right
that
with the
as
Ted
well. We
pick.
said that is kind of like a cat's finger. What?
What?
Show me an A. There you go. The top troll.
Okay. So we're still waiting on. Yeah. So Noel.
Noel
Noel's
has some
Layman.
plans.
But no, it's
Yeah,
always
Noel has
Layman.
some other plans
And that
here.
means that means
Hi,
Anthony took a
Boo.
game off of
So
Boo.
it's the first bit of in-game
Oh my
chat
god!
we've
It
seen
does.
between the players. And Hi Boo says Hermione.
And no wonder Boob has been so complimentary to Athens
Might get two
gameplay.
monks here.
And he did say hi, Boo, and it was Boo.
Tax picks up one.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the
I mean, that was
shots.
so fucking obvious.
Yeah,
Nice.
really nice. James
Well, that was
Gordon
obviously
just
was
did
Aston
not
though.
Have the plan. There.
Oh yeah, like
He
that
could
was a massive Athens
Keep
tale.
up
I mean,
with
it was so
plan,
obviously
the game
Athens.
plan from Noel Gallagher there on Bohemians. That was a clinic, if ever there was one.
Then the monk
on
Michael
how to
here is
play
just like
Bohemians,
so
How
obvious.
to play Amazon Tunnel, how to play Bohemians on Tunnel.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
oh my
That's
God.
Boo confirmed.
Oh, want to go for the
boy.
cancel.
I
And it's 10 Vels versus
I mean,
5.
this game
There's
was
gonna be no
this game was
guessing on that,
total
like Captain
and
Ryan, that might be-
brutal.
Yeah,
That
this
might
is
just be game.
disgusting.
This honestly might be all she
Remember,
wrote.
James Corden won the
Bills are
tournament,
pulled
and this
away
is a
in time as
semi-final.
well, the Bills are going down.
Noel Gallagher styling on him in migration.
James has to delete the castle.
See what they're doing, what he's doing.
He's
Spots
just
the
making
castle.
bills. The
Actually,
castle
spots
is
the
cooking.
castle.
huge. That's so heads up from Noel. Just have a look around there. Like,
Give us
hang
the
on a
end of
sec,
the
why are you
clip.
still playing on this game? Nothing
Thank-
else going
I
on.
think we need to wait for
see
more
it, I
bells
feel
to
it.
come over.
Maybe not even numbers, but
Oh my god, the demos! Oh my god, the demos popped off. Demos there's so many more demos. There's so many demos here.
Say the line, Thierry.
Captain is cooking. Look,
He's cooking. I can.
Oh my god! All three different people guessed differently. Viewers guessed Dave. I think it might be Boo.
It's Boo.
It was Boo.
It's Boo.
It was Boo.
100%
Here we go. Three light cav coming forward. Conversions locked in with the Atonement Monks. They're not being.
Yeah, that's a good point.
played.
Hi,
Oh my
Boo,
God,
and he
the
guessed
Night Elves
Fanji.
go down.
What the hell?
Atonement Monks are not being micro properly.
I mean, who
A
done
lot
that?
of
Yes.
conversions going
Acid.
Jay's way, and he's taken a very good
There's
fight
your
there,
answer.
to be honest. I think Jay is Ted. Jay's Towers will always win that fight. Here we go.
This is 100%
First
confirmed.
target the the berries with.
Oh, I can't wait for the
double
third
tower
user.
straight away.
the Knights are in.
Oh, the Knights are in. This could be a
Oi,
really,
oi,
really rough
oi.
moment. This is so bad for Raven. Sorry, the Knights have so
What?
much HP.
What happens when the Knights have come? Well,
The Billiards are gone. And the Billiards are all dying here. And Jay
Steps.
marches on to the semis.
Ted in the semi-finals.
Oof.
For goodness.
Beast, absolute beast.
Unbelievable.
That was a nice one. Yeah, that was a
Watch
really
the
nice
wall.
game. A really
Wall.
nice series.
Wall.
GG Ted. Very well played indeed.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's different.
Good old ball.
Lewis. But who? Cats thought who played
Right.
against Lewis.
This is another commentator guided one where we just put it on a plate for them.
Okay, so Lara Croft and James Corden. There's two players we haven't got. I think we know who they are.
Lara
Oh my god.
goes for the gate, diagonally placed ahead of the walls here.
Okay. Gate trick.
Cappy raging.
Gamer.
Oh, this
Gamer
was
gate
Cappy,
trick
yes.
confirmed.
This was Cappy.
That's taken Angel a bit by
Kinda-
surprise.
Kind of tells me it's an RFer.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking the Royals can make it last.
1,000,000%.
Watch out, Angel!
Okay.
Oh my
After-
Oh,
Oh my
Right.
god, Angel!
He's a big abuser.
Oh my god, please gate it! Please gate it!
Lara, if you don't gate this, I'm gonna be so upset. Please gate it. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Places the palisade gate through the walls. Lara has pulled a lot of bills off of their resource
Toxic as
gathers to go for this, and another gate through the pile of palisade there.
Okay. 3 archers may be a bit overkill.
Tanji's right, Paradox. Look at this bug abuse repair. There's so many bug abuses.
Oh my
It's
God.
egregious.
Dude, no fucks given.
Every
Literally
single
no fucks
Amazon
given.
Tunnel game Lara Croft has played, there's been some form of diagonal wall interaction which she's done.
Feature abuse. It's not bug abuse, guys.
Kathy thought it was Ted. Did himself a disservice there. Looks like it was actually Darvoy. 85% say Darvoy, and it was Darvoy. Kathy, 3-2 loss against Darvoy in the round of 16. Went on to be the finalist. There's one name we've not seen there, Paradox. They don't care about the Dromon. They just sail right by and they go for the Helms instead. Boom! Let's go. James, I think, was definitely a stronger player, but I also don't think James is. I think Brum is stronger than James. Oh, ye of little faith.
Oh yeah,
Let's
I mean,
I never-
Brum.
Well, I
Brom's
was
a
actually
golden boy.
spot on. I said,
There's-
I think I got
see,
9 to
heavily
10 right. I
said
got 10 right, and the other ones I'm
losing
not
many
sure of.
longbows, and it's really nice little jiggling back and forth with those longbows on the edge of the fight. I mean,
GD.
the bulk of his army is taking great engagement.
God damn.
Absolutely agree, Paradox. This is not the two civs I thought we would be seeing. I mean, I don't really know much about
Yo.
Romans,
No.
but Britain's Tatars. That feels.
He doesn't have
very,
them.
very
What?
Oh my god! James Corden has some like that. Those castles with the sort of games, the castles.
What?
that high-level player
How does Hallis not have?
place, my place is Britain.
How does he not have?
Why did he draft
watched-
Romans then? As we're just
He
under
watched-
a minute away from
What?
Imp.
Whoa, he watched for
and,
Forgotten
Yeah,
Empires.
Danny's nowhere near. The army isn't there.
They
like
don't
you
give
said.
their employees the DLCs,
GG.
man.
Oop, G and
Why?
GG
Oh, G.
is just called.
He's in the
Gee.
balance team.
Oof. And James takes it.
That is horrendous.
Yeah, in case you
It's
have a Josh come in,
horrendous.
then we have to
It's
small wall
small.
around it.
Yeah.
Human one, I think it probably will as well. I think they both finish.
I remember saying that at the
Conquest
time,
might
like-
have other
Dying
ideas.
We'll have this.
Conks
Oh my
now
God.
have
Dark
bloodlines as
Romans.
well. The Conks
Oh
have
my God.
bloodlines. Leaves the villagers, because villagers are going to get the cancel up.
Oh, pulls the bills back. The conks are going to deny the
Yikes.
castle. That's been deleted.
Yikes.
Push back against James. If he
Where's
tries
the
to
eco
get it
going?
done. Oh, he's going to steal the
Oh my
sheep.
god, he...
Oh, okay, that does change things
evil.
actually. That does
This
change
is,
things.
this
That's
is one of
so
the best
annoying.
games of the tournament. The Mayans and Incas in Arabia.
Yeah, that was
four Lamas
amazing.
is a lot. And then if they just change, we come and kill them, right? And I am
Yeah.
saying for an Arabia game. Die.
The
There we go.
animation
Die,
there. Nicely done.
die, and die. Toxic as fuck.
James Corden.
Oh, I'm covering up his little picture. Good. Palace it was. Who thought this Starboy was trolling? Oh, yes! Yes, you did. This baited me so hard.
Hang on, what is this?
I'll tell you after. So the full bracket then. Palace won over Darvoy.
No wonder you're finished, bro.
And Pete with the 16 out of 16. Massive congrats, Pete. That's amazing. Yeah,
Oh, we
obviously,
beat the
huge
Tarsus
congratulations to Hallis. Round of applause in chat. And that flew
Hang on,
by. That was
sorry.
a very quick 26 minutes.
Fanji was the one that think he was being funny. Sorry, if you actually go back, did you get more than me? Oh my god, only one more, but that's fine because that's those early rounds. That was difficult.
Yes,
Fanji's-
yes. I cooked you. I cooked you.
You didn't, dude. You didn't cook me. Okay.
I cooked you.
You did not cook me. In fact, I was there holding your hand all along the way, and you just happened to get lucky in one of those ones that were, a swing and a miss.
Oh, let's go back
Mate,
to
let's be honest here. Where would you have been without me?
I would have been in the dumps. That's true. No, you
You would have been in the dumps. You would have been.
yeah.
See, Emu and Fanji down there, 0 out of 16. That's where you would have been.
Titanic. Mole
I'm
actually did quite
impressed
well
that-
for submitting blind.
Yes, I don't know if Mole is also on the troll side. I think Neth might be on the troll side. One thing I do know that Hopsy is not on the troll side from what he was posting on the Discord. It's 100 that is 100% genuine.
Hopsy's cooked. Oh, he absolutely smashed it. And guys, can everyone please give a big, I don't know, show some appreciation for Gaust for that video? Wasn't that an incredible reveal video? Like, what an amazing end to the tournament. 26 minutes. It did not feel like 26 minutes. So, yeah, Gaust, obviously a real hero of the tournament. Did all of the account. Well, he didn't make the accounts. The players had to make them themselves, but all the management had to deal with all the hassle. And get people to play their sets on time and so on. Posted directs in our little admin chat all the time when the players had played their games. And yeah, put together this amazing video. So yeah, big thanks to Zagaust for that one. And yeah,
I'm gonna give a
Paradox.
clap to Pete as well. Sorry.
Yeah, big clap for Pete. Big clap for Pete. 16 out of 16 is quite impressive considering the amount of misinformation going around. And a lot of loud voices shouting quite loudly the wrong information. Pete did very nicely to get 16 out of 16. That's really impressive.
You gotta block out the noise, man. But he did get some of those like 50-50-ish calls correct.
Yeah. The big
And
ones were the like Pelhams and Dan MT. That was amazing that you got Dan MT from Liam.
That was a tough one, but it did make somewhat sense. The one I'm just happy to get was Atten, because once I seen that villager wearing the boar, sorry, I knew it was Atten, and I knew that no one else would do that. And Atten said in chat, he says, "You think you can't do that?" Yes, Atten, I think you can't, and I was right. Oh boy, I was right.
Oh yeah, a massive performance from Cappy to nearly beat the eventual runner-up in the round of 16. Huge. Asim with the game off Boo. Yep, that's massive. And yeah, how this all the quarterfinal, the semi-final, taken to the final game in both, and then in the grand final, really was able to take a nice, convincing victory. 4-1 there against obviously Darvoit, who was the 4-1 winner against Ted in the semi-final. Pixel is gonna get up the back of my shirt right now, so just need to put her down. But yeah, well played to all the players. I think it was a really, really fun tournament to cast and to watch, and yeah, really happy with the quality of the games. That final produced an amazing game in the Fortify clearing game, especially, was amazing. So yeah, thanks everyone who participated, both playing or watching. Paradox, we can maybe have a quick interview with the winner and runner-up if they're around.
Yeah, just take a quick look in the discussion of the Discord.
Let's have a look.
Ted had he had a moment. But do you know what? It wasn't that important because Ted was super obvious.
Actually, doxing myself. What do you say?
So he ended up showing the folders.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, oh yeah. Oh no, should I explain how Cappy cooked me? So we were
Yes,
doing.
I have no idea what that's about.
So we were doing a practice set for my 1v1 tournament, and we're
Oh
like,
my-
oh, you
you
know
could
what?
have
Let's
rocked-
just do it properly. Like, let's do the
Oh
drafts.
my god.
and so on.
No. Whoa, come
so-
on. How gullible are you?
Because Cappy loaded up, didn't say anything.
Whoa, come on.
Then I was like,
gullible-
oops. And he was like, oh, oops, let me change. And I got
How
completely
gullible are you,
baited.
mate?
Thing is, I swear that was actually that was a believable bluff, I thought, with Danny.
No, you're just super fucking gullible.
I got cooked. Not for the first time.
Not for the last time either.
Not for the last. Be sure of that. Yeah, Cappy, amazing play in the tournament and in the cooking. Decast, is there any chance of how do we get if Darvoy or Hallis is around? I'd like to have a word with them. How do I talk to them?
If anyone joins a voice channel, I can move them over.
Oh, nice. Okay. Even to this one, if it's hidden for them.
Yeah, they just simply have to.
Oh, there's Hallis. Okay. So yeah, massive congratulations, Hallis, on winning the event. How are you feeling?
Yeah, really good, really good. Was a stressful couple games in the final, but got it done in the end.
And the final?
What?
What do you mean just the final?
Oh well, I mean, the semi-final and the quarters were
And the quarterfinal.
as well. Yeah. It wasn't the easiest draw, to be honest, but we got through it in the end.
Yeah, it was a very tough gauntlet you had to run. So you had to get past Dan MT, Dave, Boo, and then Darvoy, which is, well, that's an incredibly tough string of opponents. Were there times in the quarters and semis before we get onto the final, like in the quarters and semis, did you, in the game 5s and 7 of those, did you think, oh gosh, this is my moment?
I felt very confident game 5 against Dave because it just felt in the open maps like I just knew I was like I just knew I was the better player on the open map. So as soon as it got to Neum, I was like, I've got this game. But in like the game 1 on Islands, it was super fortunate. Honestly, I'm honestly lucky that I didn't go out on that game, but it's the way she goes, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, on Cup as well. I mean, I was a little bit nervous, but then as soon as I got the Germans out, it's like, it was like, Biz is just such a comfortable pick because you kind of know that like, if you lose, like your opponent's got to do something quite incredible. So it was nice going down to the last game. Like, I've got Biz, like I'm comfortable,
Yeah, they turn out to be a really dominant pick on Cup. Like, is that something? I mean, I guess I don't know. Is that just new with the Dromans? I mean, it feels like I hadn't thought about Byzantines on Cup that much before this tournament, but they turned into like the go-to pick on the map.
Yeah, it's the Dromans because you can go imp and you don't need chemistry like you do for Cannon Galleon. So like at least in the game 7 against Boo, I got out 2 Dromans, killed his Trebs instantly, and then I take all the gold in the middle. And like from that point onwards, it's pretty hard to win the game against Biz. Like they just have such a solid late game that you're pretty confident if you get the gold in the middle. So yeah, that's part of the reason. Yeah.
I have a real problem with this because we have an individual that's won a tournament, that's on the balance team, and is cheesed multiple units.
I used everything that was.
Someone has cheesed multiple units on the way to the victory, and now I'm starting to doubt what this individual is potentially doing at work in order to win. This individual cannot enter every
this
tournament.
Individual
and when
doesn't own Romans though.
Oh well, I do. That was a nasty surprise because I get the DLC for free. It didn't transfer for some reason to the family share. So I was like
that's weird.
paying, and I thought, okay, well I can like buy the DLC, and then I like got the DLC and I bought it, and I didn't have like Romans. So I was like, oh shit. I just couldn't.
Okay.
So I just used Britons. I was like, fuck it, this I have to do. And it did end up
Oh.
working in the end.
That's so funny because we were actually thinking like the Britons was more of a tell for you, even though you didn't even wanted to play it.
Oh no, I was like, to be honest, my draft was like complete copium. I mean, like, I was like, oh, I'll pick Britons for Regicide Fortress tonight, and then I realized like when the set started, I was like, wait, he's got Bengalis, like that's a terrible draft pick. So I was like, well, I'll try Persians, and then it was kind of lucky that I did that because, yeah, I couldn't use Romans obviously, and it might have been a bit more awkward if I had
Yeah.
used defensives.
And one more thing, actually, how this is in the final game 4 of the final on Fortified Clearing.
Oh
That
yeah.
was game 4. That was an incredible game, and just talk us through that one. Like, it felt like you were in an amazing position, and did you expect Darvoid to be able to come back from that position, or
I don't know. I
How
have a
nervous were you?
how
I mean,
nervous were you at that?
I wasn't nervous because I knew I had a lot of good maps coming up for me. So like if I was to lose that one, I was just like, well, I'm gonna win Arabia anyway, or like Cup, for example. So like I wasn't nervous, but I was like, oh, like I don't know, man. I'm just like so good at throwing games at the moment. Like I was like, oh, not another one. Like it gets to a point where like I get like a really like insurmountable lead, and then like I just made some poor decisions. I think I should have just gone like monks or something and just converted as monks, and then I think I'm fine.
Oh yeah.
But just like going for the light cab was a real throw. And he did a great job to come back in it though. He played really well. And I was kind of worried at the end, but then I think there was a point where he did a big light cab raid on me. And it kind of like it was a good raid, but then it kind of enabled me to start pressuring the sides again, and I think he kind of collapsed when I started pressuring both sides. So I think at that point I was kind of a bit more confident I was going to win, but yeah, it was a really, really close game.
Amazing stuff. I see you got 11 out of 16 guesses right. Are there any players you any notable, like the most notable people you didn't get right, who you were
Well,
surprised by?
I didn't get Boo or Dave right. So basically, I was so convinced that that they were reversed because I got a message from Danny Dyer like after the game, being like, "Oh my god!" It was like the most Boo message I've ever seen. It was like it was about like the wood on the islands and stuff, and I was like, "Man, this has to be Boo." And then he had some like, so like when we finished the set, I saw Boo like literally as soon as we finished, Boo started typing in Discord, and he was like in your stream being like, "Oh, Corden is Hallis." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like so convinced. Like the timing was literally perfect. The set ended, Boo starts like typing in Discord and like on Twitch, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, it's obviously Boo." So I was like completely debated by that one.
That's so funny.
You get kicked hard. You get kicked hard.
I did get cooked, yeah.
Um,
But yeah, I think as well, like at least historically, I felt that like at least against Boo and Dave, I always felt like Dave was a lot better on the open maps against me, and Boo was weaker, at least from when I played them in the past, which also threw me because this one it was the opposite. Boo was like stronger on the open maps, or he felt stronger, and I actually took Regicide Fortress against him, which like is I wouldn't have expected to do that. Like, you know,
that
coming
was the
into
Spanish
tournament,
humans
so-
thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really spicy, actually. Probably caught Boo off guard a lot. That
Yeah,
opening
I
you went
mean,
for.
I guess.
Why did we not petard next to the tower though? That's the only thing I want to know.
Oh, I mean, I kind of expected Boo would not lose to that, or like Boo or Dave would be prepared. But yeah, I probably should have done. Yeah, it was like I wasn't really thinking of it at the time. I was like, I'm gonna get in. I'm just gonna kill his economy and outplay him. I wasn't really thinking about the king, so
So
like
the main plan was always to get just equal kills or idle time.
yeah. Well, I knew if I get Kongston his economy, I'm gonna micro them and just like completely mess him up. Like that was my game plan going into the game. So
And it damn well did it work.
it
Yeah.
did indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks very much. Paradox, have you got any other questions?
Yeah, it was a couple. Yeah, like how much did you enjoy the tournament? Because you can't obviously enter all the Microsoft ones, and you're kind of going this one a little bit undercover, so nobody knows who you actually are, anyways, which is kind of nice. I think generally though, like, just what was the enjoyment level like throughout?
Oh yeah, I mean it was a lot of fun. I mean I think the problem with me is like it's really obvious. I felt like as soon as it was the quarterfinals, I think most people knew who I was. Just from the draft, like when you see Land Madness Arabia, and like you guys picked me out pretty much immediately as well. So I think for the first round I was kind of like hidden. Yeah, it was really fun. I mean I don't have as much time to play, so I think my level has been getting better, but like it kind of grew throughout the tournament. Like I've kind of been ramping up again slowly, which was nice. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun to get back in, get stuck in again, like playing, preparing, practicing, stuff like that.
So did you feel like the games, like playing so many games throughout the tournament, like you did get challenged in a lot of them as well? Did you feel like that it made you stronger, like as it went on? Yeah, like you were able to adapt from previous games to then take those learning lessons into future ones?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like especially with the drafting, I felt like my drafts in the early rounds. Well, my draft in the final was actually not great. I prepared quite a lot, but it kind of like fell apart in the moment. Like I picked Italians because like I just had no
Where were
idea.
you gonna
what
play
to pick.
Italians? Where were you gonna play that? Or just,
I don't know, man. I was cooked at that point. Like I didn't have so I banned Vikings and I
Dude,
just,
that's
like,
Peg 5, and you banned Vikings. There's not even islands on the maps.
Oh yeah,
but
wait,
I was,
what the hell?
okay, but like Vikings, I felt like they're a civ that like you can lose to.
Here comes a cope.
Yeah, well, they're a civ you can give to anyone, like any 1900 to like 2K2, and they'll like play the same way with Vikings, and it'll be like the same level. So I was like, I'll just get rid of the civ, but then I realized I kind of like banned, like there weren't any good like Chaos Pit civs left, so I was kind of stuck with like a pick I didn't really want to use. It was a nice ban by Darvoy to ban Porto, so I think they were like the last good Chaos Pit civ remaining.
Dude,
What?
Pulse wasn't picked.
Poles and Aztecs.
Yeah, but Aztecs against Teutons is a bad matchup.
Oh, okay.
I guess
Yeah, what about
Pose.
Pulse?
Yeah, I mean Pose is okay, but it's not really my style. Like
You're thinking about it. You're
yeah,
thinking about it.
I don't really like Pose, to be honest. Like in this situation where like you're gonna be under a lot of pressure. Like if he tower, I guess he can't tower rush me, can he? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good with Pose. I'm just not a clown, you know. Like it's. I think if you give that to Dave, he would, or Boo, they would probably do well with it. But yeah, I just don't have the practice with them.
Amazing stuff. And yeah, obviously, you didn't need that first game on Chaos Pit. You won all the rest, 4-1 victor. And yeah, very big congratulations again, Hallis, on your victory in GB Hidden Cup 2.
Thank you. Can I thank you guys for hosting? Thanks to DeGorst as well. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess I can hop out now.
Taking £80 with him.
Yes, of course.
All right, thanks, guys. See ya.
It's a good
Thank
night
you.
out.
Paradox.
80 quid, man. Oh,
I know.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
That is nice. Yeah, of course. We didn't talk about it at all, but the final there was to double your money from 40 to 80 pounds. Alice gets a nice little payday to take up his Wikipedia slightly. A lot of Greg's indeed. And yeah, no, it was really, really fun tournament. It was obviously quite a quick one, actually. The qualification lasted longer than the main event, actually, when all said and done. But I had a great time casting all the games, and Paradox, it was really good to have you co-casting the whole time with me as well.
It's a very fun tournament to be a part of.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year, we've got the Holiday Spirit in us.
Yeah, exactly.
When I mean Holiday Spirit, I mean like it's dark outside all the time and everybody's depressed and we need something else to keep us going. That's what I mean by Holiday Spirit.
Yeah. I'm sad now that it's over.
I know,
We'll
right?
have to
Well,
do it again.
Who said the GB draft is coming, so we'll be awaiting the announcement of the announcement of the announcement.
Yeah. Soon TM. Okay, great. Good stuff, Boo. GBHC3, yeah, maybe next year will be good, I think. And thanks everyone for watching. Very happy with the viewer numbers actually. It's unexpected to have 40 or 50 people watching, so that's very nice. But it's mainly just the support and having the community engagement is what I really like. Because yeah, it's just nice to give back to the community and host these tournaments and sort of keep everyone talking about something
Engaged
together.
Yeah,
Engaged.
it's good to have everybody engaged. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
It brings us all closer together, even the unexpected ones.
Apologies for breakfast for roasting you all the time. But it was only a bit of banter.
It was only banter.
And yeah, thanks very much, everyone. I will leave it there. This breakfast. And yeah, thanks everyone. And goodbye until the next event.
See you in 10 months.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Sniffles. Tom Sniffles.
Bye.